I
必要
need
がありません。
I need you to get beyond 20 and add that into your browser extension. I'm gonna link
Oh
it to
shit,
you
I'm
right
still
now.
streaming.
Wait, give me your I need your character sheet too. So just copy the link of D&D Beyond when it's on your character and DM it to me.
Wait, what?
Give me your character sheet. Just copy the URL from when you have D&D Beyond open.
This?
Yes.
How I download
No,
this
no,
shit?
no, no, no. Get out of the manage section. Just go back to the same way you got to the character when you had to hover that thing and go to characters. I just need the main page of your character. Everybody else's should be good. No, 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 no. The actual the actual character link.
This
So
one?
like once you're there, click on the character. Yeah. Yes. Yes, Hachiro. I need this to have your stat sheet open. Amari. Amari's character sheet. Sarah is not playing this week.
私たちの隣にドラゴ
Oh
ン
my
があ
god.
ります。
Oh my. This guy. That's fucking weed.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Lean's leveled up.
I'm leveled up too.
Yeah,
As
I
you
see
probably
that.
know by my realization that I accidentally overridden my strength stat.
Nah, it's all good. Okay, let's see. I've got Ivory, Hachiro, Arkin, Niren opened. I need to. Where's Hachiro? Where's the picture that you gave me? Where's this one that you wanted? Oh my god, Ima, this is like the most weeb shit I've ever seen.
Let me see it. Let's see it.
You'll see it. You'll see his token when you join the game. When you guys meet him. Oh my god, that's funny actually. Actually hilarious.
Which one did you use?
The one you sent me.
I sent two.
Not the one from Gintama.
Oh my god.
Let me see it. Let me see it, Ima.
I did not send the one from Gintama, I'm sorry.
I already lost it.
I used the second one.
This is me and my brother. Look.
Motherfucker's about to send a picture of Yasuo and Yon.
No, the fourth son Shiro, and I'm the eighth son Hachiro. This is the fourth son Shiro that I'm with right now.
Okay, add character.
That is some weeb. That is some weeb level stuff. I do agree.
It is definitely some weeb level shit, but it's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah.
To an extent. To an extent. Alright. This is gonna be under my control for now. Ima's character. Save changes.
Oh, Gunny.
Hello.
You finished
Hello,
taking a
hello.
shower?
Oh, fucking
Hello?
Hachiro, bro, this character. Oh my god. Shit is so funny.
The seventh son Shichiro, that's my actual like rival. Like out of all the brothers, he's the one that I'm competing for because everyone else is experienced. We're the two youngest. So
Okay.
we're competing to be the world's strongest samurai right now.
Yeah, we have 18 health at level 2. That's really good, actually.
Me?
It's good. This is good. Yeah, this is good. You. Yes, you.
Gunny.
am I listening to? Is this Skyrim? This is Skyrim music, isn't it?
I gotta level up, right? So
Yes, please.
I'm a.
Huh?
Stop.
Just finish taking a shower.
Yeah, I think this is
Hold on, let me sing the high note. When it gets
Emma, did you get beyond 20?
Oh yeah. How do I download?
I sent you the link. It's just a browser extension.
Oh, I see.
It's, in short, it lets you play the game directly from that character sheet without having to add anything into Roll20. And then
Okay,
I
I'm
need
ready.
you to open this link, and that's gonna bring you in to the game.
I have to make an account?
For Roll20?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hot Cheeto. Okay, did it work?
Hold on. No, I'm not seeing you on the player list yet. Here, hold on. Click that second link I just sent you.
Launch game.
Yeah, you can join in. It's, you're not gonna be able to do anything yet.
Can you send me a link real quick?
Just, if you go back to, what's it called, it'll still be on there. If you go back to Roll20, it'll still show that you're actually part of the game. Yeah. You see this map, Ima?
No. It's black.
It's black?
Oh, it's back.
Okay.
Wait, not really. It's like
What do you mean? It's loading. Yeah, you're loading into the game.
Can I get it?
Just go back to Roll20, it'll still be there. Should go back.
Or just a launch game?
Same thing as last time.
Alright. The God Hand, really?
Hachiro the God Hand. Is it with a U at the end?
I think I'm good now.
Zero.
Alright, so now I'm level 2. Let's go.
You're level
My health-
2.
My Yeah, health, let's go.
Mario, are you level 2?
You already know I'm level 2, baby.
my health
Alright.
went from 6 to 10. Let's
Did
go.
you send me character sheet? You did, thank you. I don't think I need anybody else's right now. 2, 3, 4, 5. Who am I missing here?
So I
Yes.
have a question. I
What's
sent
up?
you
I think you're missing a link, by the way.
Oh, did it
you
not update on the
update it?
map? Yeah, hold on.
Oh, I haven't looked yet. Okay,
No, it did not update on the map yet.
Oh.
How much health are you at? You're at 6 out of 13. Okay. Hold on.
Unfortunately.
No, you're okay. I need to fix up your token real quick. Okay, delete. Bringing you back in right now. I did update it. Ivory. 6 health out of 13.
Yeah.
You have 6 out of 22 now since you've leveled up. So,
Alright, so there's. I think we have everyone. I think everyone that's going to be showing up today.
yes, I just need to pull up your character sheet.
Where's
What's the website for the? I forgot the website again.
Which
For
one?
the chat.
For the game?
Yeah, Roll20.
Roll20, yeah. Just update and
Oh, there's an update. Okay, hold on.
No, I mean not update. Sorry, just open it and it'll bring you back in.
Heard.
Nyren, you're at 11 out of 11. Arkin, you have how much HP now? You have 10 out of 10. Sorry, I'm just getting some updates on health here for tokens. Ralthos is
After I leveled up, I now have 11 health.
Right. I updated that one. Oh, I need spades. Did you level up?
I just leveled up, but now it's asking me for something.
What's it asking you for?
Let's see. It is. Because I sent you a link, and then when I
I
click
got
it,
your
it's
link.
there.
Oh, don't ignore that. It has nothing. It's irrelevant. I know what you're talking about.
I didn't have to choose anything after leveling up, right?
No, you're good. For now. Okay. Alright, is that everybody? Let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still need Arkin and Ralthos need to join the game and then we'll be good.
Not authorized. I'll have to sign in.
Where the link at?
Just go back to Roll20 and it'll have your the game will be open on your account still. You just launch game.
People, we are here.
We are here.
We are indeed here.
We
You
are
are
here.
all you are all here. Alright. So at the conclusion of last session you guys fought off the Ocker jellies. Killed both of them. We ended right after that combat ended because we did run a little late.
Yeah, we ran like a good, nice 5 hours.
Yep, we did. We did run way over time. We'll be stopping at 11 tonight, so we have 3 hours.
Alright.
So you completed the mission that the dwarves, Daslin and Norbis, gave you to go inside and clear out whatever threats awaited inside the temple. And now there are a few options for you guys to choose from, and it's gonna be kind of up to you. There's more. There's a little
temple.
bit more of the temple to explore. 1 second. I'm gonna open that up. Open this up a little bit. Right there. So, in front of you, where the last jelly died at, kind of right next to Ivory, you can see that ping. There is a little, kind of like a, let's see, what's the word? An altar of sorts. So
So do you want me to speed run into this and roll a religion check to see like what the altar is for?
you can roll a religion for me if you want to see what the, actually roll a history.
Roll history. I have a +4 in here.
I gotta put 5 on that joint. Let me roll it.
Well, you It is an altar. It's an altar.
Ooh, maybe.
Alright, that.
Oh,
Ooh.
so since we have, alright, so I've kind of thought about it after we've gone over last session and everything. Since we do have 7 to 8 players, depending on how many people actually can play by session. If you guys want to do multiple actions of the same roll on one thing, I'll allow up to 2 rolls of the same check on something.
Yeah,
if
we
that
got
makes
22 on
sense.
that joint.
So you got 22.
22
so
plus 6,
relatively,
that's 28 in total.
no, that's
technically.
added together already. It does all. You got a 22. Okay, so
Alright.
relatively, all you know, there's not much information about it. It's a dwarven temple, and this altar is just something that you would assume that the dwarves practiced their religion with about it. As you kind of dust it off a little bit, you see that it's blood-stained and made out of limestone. And at this point, Dazzlin and Norbitz walk in, and they kind of tell you guys that this is as far as they got into the temple before those ochre jellies did scare them off. Somebody give me a perception roll.
Ooh, I'm not good at that.
I have
I
a
wanna-
decent.
give
I have
me
a
a
decent
perc-
perception roll. I can do it.
Give me
Alright.
a perception roll.
I have a 21.
21. So
21.
with 21, let's see. So as you look around the room, you guys are kind of all exploring it a little bit. You notice that on most of the sides, there would seem to be what is like thin walls. And they kind of are like not necessarily built into the wall, so you would assume that it's a trapdoor. And there would be a mechanism to unlock these trapped doors. Not necessarily trap doors, but secret doors.
Can we look for the mechanism?
Can I
Yeah.
roll an investigation check to see if I could just blast the door open?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
7.
I'm gonna look for the mechanism.
Okay.
Go to my sheet.
So you investigate the doors, and as you do know from the history of dwarves themselves, you know that they're very technological advanced people, and there's probably no way you'd be able to blast this door open.
Okay, I'm sorry, what happened?
So you guys noticed that there are multiple what seem to be secret doors around the inside of the temple, and you're trying to figure out how to do it. But Ivory, kind of stumbling around the room, reaching around, not necessarily trips, but like kind of like stumbles on a little rock on the ground and catches onto one of the pillars, and all of a sudden this door opens up.
It's right near that door.
The one that Theron is standing right in front of. So this door right here opens up.
Awesome.
Okay. So at this point, what do you guys want to do?
Go in.
I'm gonna go forward.
Okay. So it's about a 5-foot crawl space, kind of, I guess you could say. I would probably say that only one of you is going to want to advance through.
Advance. I can advance through.
Alright. So Theron, you're going to walk up. Which way are you going to go, left or right?
Left, I guess.
Left? Alright,
Left.
so you start heading left.
Definitely have to go right.
Keep
Wait,
going.
what the?
And it leads to a dead end.
Damn.
Alright,
Right
so
time to go right.
okay,
Yeah,
so
let's
you
go
guys go right, and you walk up, and so at the end of this hallway you see a door, relatively of the same that you just walked through. What do you do?
I'll go through it.
Alright, so you go through, and it is a room full of nothing, just rubble from the excavation, from what it seems.
Wow. Well, back to the main room.
Yep.
I want to do something that you guys should do too, just to make sure.
Okay, give me an investigation roll.
Oh shoot, I
There's a bunch of rocks from the excavation on the ground. There is nothing here, from what you can see.
Okay, then I'm glad about it. I'll take it.
Can I do an investigate the main room to see if I can find like another rock thing to open the other door?
Yeah, roll an investigation.
Can I roll an investigation too on that?
Yeah.
12.
12?
23.
A 23. So as you continue walking along the room trying to figure out what's what, you kind of notice that this wall right here is relatively cracked a little bit. This isn't actually a door. And if one of you
I know exactly what to do here.
What do you want to do? You want to Eldritch Blast it?
That is correct.
Alright. So, roll to hit. Give me a d20.
A d20. So just like an initiative?
Yeah, just a regular d20.
14.
Alright, so as Narmaya is standing in the way, you pull your hands back relatively in like Kamehameha type form. You release this Eldritch Blast straight forward at the wall, and
I disintegrate Narmaya in the process.
How old this wall is and how thin it is, you actually see that the wall crumbles down. And you open up this entrance. And
Time to go.
at this point, you have another tunnel to
Alright, Ralph, that was a huge pick.
go through.
Pardon too.
I'm gonna pause all of you guys, and I'm gonna let Zethiak continue forward from here.
Alright.
At least first, you guys can follow behind. So
Awesome.
Zethiak's token is actually gone right now, but I'll kind of ping how I'm moving it. Zethiak's moving up through here, and he approaches this door, and he opens it up. Most of these doors at this point, you can assume that they kind of can just be budged open. You don't really have to, there's no more triggers to really pull here. Okay, so Zethiak continues in here. Right here at the bottom, he sees what is a small, thin wall, kind of relative to what you just blasted open. And
Well, can't go wrong twice.
he kind of looks at you and pulls out both of his daggers. He's kind of gone quiet at this point. He doesn't really have much to say. And he pulls out his daggers and kind of shrugs at you like, I have no way to actually break through this rock.
Alright, I'm fire blasting this joint.
Alright.
I'll add on to that with a Eldritch Blast.
Alright. You both cast your spell at the same time, kind of completely unnecessary, and just
Final Kamehameha.
absolutely blast this wall down. And Rubble flies back a little bit, and actually Theron and Ralthos both take 1 point of damage from getting pegged with a rock.
And what about Narmaya?
No, you guys were the only ones casting on it. They were kind of both backed up a little bit.
Damn.
Sex appeal, I can get hurt by this.
Yeah, you guys got let's see, let me pop you down real quick, 1 point. Yeah, it's just one little damage, Don't be a little too hasty. You're exploring a possibly still dangerous temple. Alright, anyway. So, this opens up. You continue moving forward. And what you can see is just a straight empty chamber. Nothing more with a door at the end of the hallway. So again, your trusty companion Zethiak says, we must move onward. There are treasures that possibly await us throughout this temple. And he opens up that door to one more hallway. Right here. As he goes in, he looks both ways and sees a dead end on one side and a pile of rubble that's already been somewhat excavated and worked upon, but you really don't know how long it would actually take to kind of break through what's there. And then you have a door on that side. Zethiak's gonna go through that door and pop it open, and again, it is a partially collapsed room from all the excavation and work. And as he goes inside, he sees, half buried in the rubble, is the skeleton of a dwarf priest wearing a rotted red leather armor. The dwarf was presumably killed while trying to excavate in the room when the rubble collapsed on him and crushed him to death. Around
What roll do you want me to roll if I want to like learn more information? Just like an insight roll or something?
What do you want to learn more about?
Learn about what from what he's gathered, from what Theron's gathered throughout this entire temple. What collapsed it? What happened?
So you don't really need to roll for it. Relatively, what happened is, in terms of excavating, they're kind of digging into a mountain here, and you can fairly assume that as they were kind of excavating into the mountain, that they reached a point where it wasn't as stable as they thought, and there are partial areas that have just had collapsed rubble fall on top of them. That's about it. Anything else you want to know?
Not at the moment.
Okay. So, as Zethiak continues walking forward into this room with Theron, and they see the skeleton of the dwarf that was crushed by the rubble, Zethiak notices and says aloud to himself, "Treasure." Around the skeleton's neck, he sees a holy symbol of Abathor, one of the dwarven deities, a tiny jeweled dagger on a silver chain, inscribed with dwarvish runes that translate to something most of you don't recognize, unless any of you know dwarvish. But
Hold on, I think I have something here. Eyes of the Roomkeeper. I can read all writing on my featured traits.
okay, so you read out to it, and it is a dwarvish rune that's inscribed on this that says, "Greed is good."
Other, we gotta say greed is all.
No, just greed is good. Greed is good. And it's worth 50 gold pieces from what you know about it.
Oh.
So, Zethiak grabs the jeweled dagger off of the skeleton of the dwarf and
I
takes
roll a
it.
persuasion check on Zethiak to just let him know that maybe we shouldn't, mess with it too much.
So Zethiak's gonna look at you and say, "I, Warlock, no matter what you say to me, I will be taking whatever treasure I can get my hands on." And he snatches it off of the neck of the skeleton anyway. Puts it in his satchel. So there is one option here. At the end of that hall, like I said, where that pile of rubble is, right here, can be excavated. But in terms of the time that you guys have, it will take a single character what you could assume to be 40 hours to excavate it out and get into the next room, or whatever lies beyond. But if you put multiple characters on it, you can make that quicker. What do you guys want to do?
How many wizards
do we
are there?
have?
How much time do you have?
No, how much time do we have before we can assume the dragon will probably be around the area?
Give me 1 second. Pull up some virtual dice here so you guys can't see this roll. We'll see.
Wasn't game cheated.
So you don't necessarily have any knowledge on when the dragon would attack next. It could be days, could be hours, could be within the next minute.
Okay, as the
You have
sex
no idea.
appeal of this group,
Damn.
hold on. As the sex appeal of this group, can you tell us again? Just to make sure. Wait,
You
wait.
have absolutely no idea when this dragon could show up next. But
Okay, I tried.
keep in
Oh,
mind, this is a dragon. There's no particular reason that the dragon would be searching you out in particular.
I should have
You're. Do you want to mine it out?
How many people do we want reminding out?
You have 6 people right now.
Just people, Arkin, get down here.
So,
Oh,
20 hours for a single person, or 40 hours for a single person to excavate through the rest of it.
20 hours for 2, and
Yep.
how many do we have that are going to be excavating? All of us? Except for Zethiak, assumably?
No,
It should
Zethiak,
take us
100%.
about 6.
Zethiak will mine with you no matter what.
Alright.
He is very keen on trying to get every single piece of possible treasure that's in this Dwarven ruins.
Yeah, and that's given
But how's
Theron
everyone
a
on-
Man
bit of
gets
a bad
man
vibe.
gets gold stolen from him, and now he wants to steal all this shit.
He does not care about the consequences, that you guys are in a freaking temple that is probably booby-trapped to some extent. He does not care. He just wants gold.
fuck it, let's mine it. See what happens.
Might as well.
Can we start with spells first to
So keep in mind, you're in a very tight-packed space. If you mine with spells, I'll reduce the time that it takes to excavate this. I won't blow the thing right open, but it's gonna be a bit of a luck-based type thing if you want to use spells on this.
And it might cause rubble to fall on us, so I
Remember the next
Yeah,
one.
that's gonna be more damage.
mhm.
Alright, well, tools we use. Tools it
What do you
is.
guys want to do?
Let's just mine it.
Get it normally.
Yeah, let's just commit it normally.
Yeah, I have a hammer I can use.
Are you guys all gonna do it?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. You start mining. Time goes on. Blah blah blah. You're mining. Everybody, bring your character into that hallway for me.
So we back in the mine.
I have
Oh.
a question, by the way.
Where's
What's the
Rolthos?
question? What's the question?
So does leveling up reset our HP?
It does not.
Okay, did we short rest after we stopped? I don't remember.
You did not short rest.
Oh,
Okay.
rip.
Can we use this to
Okay.
use the short rest now?
Do you want a short rest?
Hold on.
I only have
Split up
6
the group.
HP. I would like to short rest.
I could just heal you if that's the case. I mean, it would take up a
Oh.
spell slot, but I have
If you
3.
wouldn't mind.
Yeah, hold on.
You could also split.
Yeah, I'm not feeling helpful. 10 HP.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay,
Or
so
we could just short rest as a group then, if that many people don't have enough hit points.
so as you guys are doing this, have you started mining yet at all?
I
Yeah.
can rest before. Okay.
Okay, alright, you started mining. Let's say you guys can see light start to peek through the other side of the rubble when you hear both of the dwarves come into what you can assume to be the main hall of the temple, and they are both yelling for whoever's still in here. They did not see you guys leave, so they're yelling to you, Hey, there's somebody outside the temple.
I'll check on it.
We don't really know what to do. He looks quite foreign.
I'll
I'll check on him.
He looks
I'll check
quite
on them.
foreign. It's no one that we've ever really seen before. Not that we know of, at least.
Just send 2 people. Just send 2 people. We don't need 3.
I'm
I'm not
going.
Yeah. So I guess Arkin and Thelon are gonna go check that
Okay,
out.
so are you both
Yeah.
walk into the main hall? Can't really see outside. What do you want to do?
Check it out, I guess.
You guys want to go outside?
Yeah. Get some
All
fresh
right.
air.
You go outside. So you want to come about, right up to there.
Alright.
Since I have that, dark vision, I can see up to 60 feet. Right? So what am
I keep forgetting I have that
You're-
too.
You're pretty much. It's well lit right now. Like it's the middle of the day. The light's pouring in through the middle of the temple.
Oh, so it's not dark.
So when you walk out further, you see what just something that you've never encountered in your lives before.
Oh no.
Someone from a land that you'd never seen. They look completely unfamiliar to you. And what do you want to do? Do you approach them? Do you call out to them?
I go to my pile of rubber where I sat on the first playthrough, and I just say hello. Hello, how do you do? What brings you here?
Ranger, what are you doing here? You look lost.
You're up.
Am I here?
Yes.
Yeah.
You are here. They are trying to talk to you right now.
こんばんは。私の名前は
Are you kidding me?
私のお道もあるか、これはランドですか。嘘やろ、誰ですか。
Are you kidding me?
私は皆も殺すでしょう。時間、限界です。
So what
Oh
I
my God.
understood from any of that was that his name was Hachiro the God Man, and that's pretty much all I got from that.
Yeah, that's all I
You
got.
notice that from behind Hachiro walks out a dog. And the dog starts speaking in common tongue to you that you can understand.
What the dog
Bro.
doing?
Yo,
What is the dog doing? I wonder.
What the dog do?
What the dog doing?
The dog. It's a Shiba Inu. His name is Shiba. And,
Real original naming it, I'm
He says, my master says, greetings. My name is Hachiro-san. Who are these people that walk my way? Move it, or I'll kill you all. Time is of the limit.
Hi, sorry for being in your way. My name is Theron. My aggressive friend here is Arkan. We are travelers who are investigating into the temple on behalf of some dwarves.
The dog just talking. Why is he talking? Not admitting the dog is talking.
It's not the weirdest thing I've seen in my life.
The dog is fucking talking.
It's not the weirdest thing, though.
It's
we
not?
have bird friends in this realm.
No, it is not the weirdest thing at all.
It's not human? Oh, okay, whatever. Talking.
あなた、ここから行くです。見つけたのです。
By the way, what language is this?
This was what you would assume to be an undercommon language. It's
My master says, if you found the way out of here.
We're currently digging, but the way out of here is back the way we came.
If you wish, you can help us dig.
Hi.
Hi, hello.
Oh,
My master says okay.
That's, he said hi. I don't understand. How does that mean okay?
it's probably a different language. I'll learn it later.
so Hachiro and his dog Shiba decide to join you. Ima, you should be able to click on your little Hachiro token and start moving it now.
Right, you think that dog
Yeah.
is out of fight too?
So you can move it inside, and as you guys approach back to the group, you see that they have actually finished mining out the rubble in the area. So, at this point, you guys break it down, and you see another door. So you do realize that, okay, it was not a complete waste of time that we just did that, luckily. And Zetiak's gonna look at all of you and say, now, you all stay back. I will advance to the final room and see what lies in wait.
Well, you know what? And this is a team,
Final
right?
room.
How do you know it's the final room exactly, Zethiak?
I have no idea, but we've done a lot of work here, so I assume that this is the final room.
So why would it only be you going in when we're
just-
all?
Just let him go. Just let him
In
go,
case
Nyron.
there could be traps ahead, and I
Shit,
wouldn't want
yes.
any of you getting hurt.
If you want to be the shield, be my guest, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Can
go ahead.
Can I?
Roll a perception check for me, anybody.
Okay,
do it.
heard.
First,
Let me do. I
first
have
one-
+5. I have +5 on
First-
perception.
First one that
Alright.
comes out counts.
All right.
18.
All right, so through the door in this room, through like the underside, you see kind of like a green shining light under it, as if there's something in there, and your curiosity peaks. But before you can even hesitate, Zethiak shoves you back, sprints into the room, sprints to the door, opens the door, and closes it.
Man's greedy.
Oi!
Oh.
Oi!
So, while Zethiak's in there, you try and pound the door open, break it open, everything like that. Nothing's working. You can assume that he tried to block it off with something. So, wait, hold on. Get out of the room. Get out of the room. Hold on. Just bear with me here. So, in terms of Zethiak's eyes, he pulls the door open and he says, I don't know what's in here. There's just a statue of a dwarven, what looks to be a priest, but he still like warns you not to come in yet because he's seen things like this before, and he really does genuinely believe that it's trapped. So,
Wow.
Well,
one of
Zethiak
you-
can take the fall for that.
yeah. So Zethiak says that he starts to describe the statue, and it's a dwarven priest in an alcove with rubble around it, and it's got horns on. And he says that in the dwarven statue's hands is a bright green gem, larger than anything he's ever seen, and this dwarf's head is angled specifically looking at the gem. And he says he's gonna take it. Says he thinks he can get out. He thinks it's trapped, but he thinks he says that he can get out fast enough with the gem. He's done things like this before.
Don't
So
think that's
he's gonna tell you all.
I would like to roll an athletics check to block the door.
To block the door.
Pretty sure. that
You wanna trap him in there?
I don't think that's a good idea either, Theron.
You're gonna
Why
trap
would-
him. You
Why are
wanna
we
trap
trapping
him
him
in
in
there?
there?
He's acting out of pocket. He's acting out
of pocket, but he's still part of our team. I don't think that's a good idea to just
Why are we
lock him in
murdering
there.
teammates
I'm
already?
Okay,
pretty
but
sure that
Can I roll a strength check to force this fucking shit open?
The door?
Break it open.
Yeah.
Roll a strength check.
Okay.
Can't the fucking samurai cut that shit? He's Zoro, baby. Wow.
That's a
so
strength
wow,
saving.
motherfucker.
Wait, that was strength saving.
Oh,
That's
okay.
one throw.
No,
Hold
you
on.
don't. So don't roll a. That's always gonna be your. That is a strength check. Like,
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I rolled a 5.
So you, Nyrin, you like cock back like a bull and start like kicking your legs on the ground and marching up to sprint at this door, and you slam full force into this door and get knocked back on your ass, like just straight sent back.
Starts to like.
What door are we looking at?
Well, that was worth a shot.
So you're looking
Cut
at
down the
this
door.
this door right here, this
that
thing
door.
right here. Yeah, and so
cut it down.
no, Zethiak comes back to the door and he says, "Be patient, you fools. Back up, 10 feet at least. Do not be
I
close
am
to this
pretty
door right
sure
now."
that the amulet you took earlier, saying that greed is good, right, is directly foreboding to this event right here. So,
Zethiak
most
hears you
definitely
saying
something
this,
terrible is going to happen.
and he says, "Yes, the amulet did say that from what we know, but who knows if the warlock was lying to us, since we have no idea." So,
Oh no, I'm
Zethiak's
going in.
energy.
I'm rolling initiative after that.
Zethiak interjects and he just says, "Just stay back." And
Can
so-
I ready something in case something happens?
yeah, you're all ready for combat at this point. Like, this is like a tense situation. Like, you don't know if Zethiak's gonna attack you or something else is gonna come out of nowhere. So you're all ready for combat.
Yes.
And Zethiak says, "I'm going for the gym now. Clear the doorway so I can escape." And he sprints full speed from like the other side of this room, like over here, all the way to this side. Grabs the green gem out of the statue, and immediately, without hesitation, this statue explodes. You hear this massive crashing thunder ring from inside of that room, and rubble starts to shake around you and above you while inside of the temple. What do you do?
Oh
Immediately
shit.
get the fuck out. Get the
Yeah, we
fuck
should
out.
get. Can I call to Zethiak to see if he's good?
Oh, you can call to Zethiak.
Yeah, I do that. I call to Zethiak.
Yeah,
You
I
get no
did
response.
too.
Ah shit. Do we run into the
Oh, I
room and
wanna
check
go
on him, or do we leave?
I saw this coming. I saw this coming.
Check on him, then move. Check on him, then leave.
Okay, I guess we're gonna.
As you guys approach the door again, you're starting to see now like dust and pebbles are starting like to fall from above you on the ceiling, and it's getting a little hectic in there. But you walk inside and you kind of like you budge the door open a little bit, and what you see when you walk inside this room is something like none of you have ever seen before. You see Zethiak's body pinned up against this wall with giant spears that pierced through him and pierced him into the wall on this
I think I already
alcove.
know the answer to this check, but can I medicine check to see if he's alive?
That's
He is
kinda
he is
cool, though.
very much dead. He has like this. I'm talking like 4 spears that you can see have like pinned him up against this wall.
I'm
I.
rolling the medicine
Splattered
check
out of
anyway.
his mouth. You can roll a medicine check.
He ain't gonna do
Yeah,
nothing.
he's dead.
He's
Okay.
dead.
Yeah, he's dead. And as you guys notice this, there are rocks falling all inside this room. I'm not talking pebbles anymore.
Can I roll a very quick investigate check to see if he has the gem still, and take it?
The gem turned to dust.
Okay, I'm out of
Bro.
here.
Bro. Wait, let me go to this room. Roll investigation.
I
to see
wanna-
if
I
there's
wanna-
actually a sleight of
Hold
hand.
on, hold on.
Let me see if I can get that dagger.
Hold on. Athletic check to hit the
One.
gold inside of their room base.
So you run up and you notice that everything that he had on him. No, hold on. Sorry. I'm like trying to innovate this here. You see his hand has started to burn from the hand up, from the tips of his fingers all the way up his arm, and it's starting to slowly creep up the rest of his body and all around his shoulder and his chest, his neck, and it slowly goes over his head. And then once it's fully encapsulated his body, you go to touch him to try and take his gold, and him and everything that was with him turns to complete dust and falls to the ground.
And I sprint the hell.
Alright, well, time to go.
Yeah. Hachiro is still in there, by the way.
Get the fuck out of
Who the
there.
hell was that? Who the hell was that?
I'm
Not want to do this.
What? Can someone explain to me who this is? Is this the person who's outside? Who is this?
Yeah, it's the fellow who's outside. His name's Hacho. He has a
Oh my
talking dog.
lord! He has a what?
Talking dog.
All right. Okay, what's up with this fighter? We need to get out of this building.
Alright, so as you see, you guys all sprint out, and Hachiro comes sprinting out, screaming in a language that you do not understand. Can you... So don't go past, what's it called? Let's stay right here behind this black barrier right now.
Alright, is there the dragon? I really hope there's the dragon.
No, fortunately not. So, I gotta pull some stuff up real quick for like 2 minutes. If you guys want to discuss what just happened, you actually did have a companion that died. That you ventured with for 4 to 5 months.
Later, nigga.
That man's up there, I'll tell you.
Boy, I knew it was a bad idea. What? What are you saying? What are you saying? Oh my lord. Dog, don't know what your name is. Dog thing. What is he saying?
Bro, do whatever
My
the
master
hell.
says, I don't know what's going on.
Well, I
Do
never
whatever
do.
the hell. Do
Alright.
whatever the hell's going on. Zetiak, man. About
I have
Zetiak.
a feeling Zethek died when he touched that amulet.
He was always one to wander into trouble. Let's do
It's a-
him with Vanville. Then he couldn't even avoid the rock. Tell you.
I knew it was a bad idea for Zethiak to go in there by himself and just grab whatever treasure he can.
Yoroshune.
What did the forward one just say?
My master said, nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you as well.
Okay, I guess
Yeah,
it's
nice meeting you
pretty
too,
right
Hachu.
time to do introductions, don't you think?
Yeah, so like it's, I mean, you guys are kind of shook. You didn't even get to like get his body out and prepare a burial of any sort.
Oh shit.
私は誰が死んだのか気にしない私は彼の戦利品を踊りました。
You witnessed one of your companions turn to complete dust, which is relatively something that you have never seen before.
Alright.
Poor man. Poor man. House couple of days.
Zetiak. That was one to get in trouble. Tell you.
We should have
None of
stopped
us have
him.
gotten more trouble than him before.
We should have
Yeah.
fucking stopped him.
I do not think he would have let
Myron,
allowed
we
you.
wouldn't have stopped him.
He would have
That
let
amulet killed him
Either
before
way.
the Spheres did.
Maybe we could have stopped him, but I don't know. Maybe we could have. But that man, he was always my.
Ain't no use pouting about it here. We should get out of here. before
Shut up,
we
Arkin.
can.
Give us.
I agree with Harkin. We
Nothing
best
can
gotta
do
move
for him
on.
now. He's gone.
Aye.
We watched it happen. Let him live. Let's go.
You insufferable fools. Give us a moment.
Aye. Now's not the time to argue at all.
So at this time, both of the dwarves are with you, Norbis and Dazzlin, and they say,
Oh, real quickly, can pull a what's it? Check cool rock for Hachiro.
"Oh, what?
A cool rock in the
You're cutting out."
rubble that's outside. You're cutting out too. I don't know what to tell you.
Wait,
a cool rock in the rubble.
cool rock in the rubble. So what are you trying to do?
Sorry, I left for a moment. What happened?
Teammate got born. He's fucking smithereens.
No, I saw him get knocked out.
We got this fucking cave now.
You are outside of the temple, and Theron, whenever you're good, let me know what you were trying to do, because I did not understand. If you want to type it out, type it out. So, Dazzlin and Norbis... A what rock? Just a rock?
Just a cool looking rock.
A cool
Yeah, just a
looking
nice
rock.
looking rock.
Oh. Alright. You find, like, the coolest rock you've ever seen, and you give it to Hachiro.
Can we get a translation for that?
Said, what is this?
My master says, what is this? Do you want to fight?
Like, is that right? I think it's a question for you, bro.
Oh my god, what did you want? Oh god.
Let me test. My master says, I will kill you.
You don't have to kill any of us.
So, while all this is going on, Dazzlin and Norbis are kind of just, like, the two dwarves are kind of just standing there, like, looking at you guys. They're kind of, like, weirded out, and they look at you and ask, was there not another that was with you before you went into the temple?
Yeah, it was.
Huh?
It was-
He's in
Zephiak.
It was Zethiak, and he unfortunately
Yeah, he's
passed.
there. He's there. And
He
there.
appears to be
and
in a bit
there.
of a pack right now, some might say.
He's all over the place right now.
Well,
He got some
that's quite unfortunate. We're tragically sorry for your loss. When we get back to Phandalin, we will surely reward you with the Sending Stones and something extra as a bit of payment for the passing of your dear friend.
Thank you, we appreciate that.
They look at you and say, "Oh, there was one thing we forgot to remind you, that while you guys were in there, about 4 or 5 orcs came up to us while we were standing outside, and they were kind of telling us that that this dragon that's been roaming about drove them from their homeland, from their tribe, and now they're looking for a new place, and they kind of wanted to pick this temple. So I figured we would just let you guys know, since it seems like you guys are kind of in charge here."
See, this place
I'm not
is
sure about what the rest
temple
think, but I'm
area.
pretty sure that temple's closed. Just let them have it. Let them die.
There's nothing else to do for us to do. Might as well
Good.
get out of the location because it might come
Carry my show.
and there's orders.
Okay, so at this point, well, they both kind of look at you and kind of shrug their shoulders and say, "Yeah, we don't really have anything else that we need to do here. Due to one of your friends dying and everything else that we know about this is we know everything we need to know about this temple relatively." And
Perhaps
they
we can help the orcs find a new area. I'm sure that there are other places that we can
Let them keep this mountain.
like
Let them keep this mountain.
this one is well, as some of our companions said, cursed, and is soon going to be rubble, I would assume. So we can look elsewhere.
Okay.
We get
So-
paid for doing that though.
For helping, who knows? Maybe, maybe not. So, after all the time spent inside the temple, it was about 10 hours, I'd say, including the mining. It is now probably 9-10 p.m. at night. It's dark out, not necessarily safe to travel. So, it would be a good time to rest now. And the dwarves look at you guys and say, "We do have some tents set up. Most of you would have to sleep in pairs if we were to do so, but you can get a mighty fine rest in it. Seems like you guys do need it. And
would
then
be a
we
good
can
idea.
set off for Phandalin in the morning."
Yeah, very good idea.
Very nice.
Okay. So you guys decide to long rest. I'm going to... so you guys will rest for about 8 hours. You'll get up at about...
I don't sleep.
Okay. Hachiro does not sleep.
Samurai wa keshite nemurimasen.
Can we
Hachiro does
attention
not
for that?
sleep.
Kunren shimasu.
All your spell slots, if you used any in combat, are now back to normal. All your health is reset. You are pretty much at a fresh start. So, you wake up at about 6 a.m. And when you wake up, you see 4 orcs standing there watching you. And from what you can tell, they kind of set up camp like right in front of you guys and just watched you sleep.
I want to go up and ask them if they can trade anything, if they have any items to trade.
Okay.
I
What do you
was
say?
gonna talk to them.
I'm gonna tell
Okay.
them to move or I'll kill them.
Pause. We'll start with Narmaya. Narmaya, what do you want to say?
I want to see if they have any items to trade. Clearly they're no threat, so...
We are not traders. We are just looking for a new camp to make. The dragon drove us from our village.
I'd like to roll
speak up
a.
and say, yes, we were just told that by our dwarven friends here. But unfortunately, this temple area had been, well, it was cursed in a way, and an incident happened inside, and now it's going. They look back to it, and well, I do not believe it will be necessarily habitable. So We can. I can probably, or at least I could probably help you find a new place if you're interested.
So they look at you and say, "No, we have had our sights set on this temple for a long time, and no matter what you say, we are orcs and we are very capable. We would like to make camp here."
Oh well. Oh, camp. Oh, I thought.
I would like to roll a bit of a deception check to let them think that the temple is safe despite Ivory's warning.
Okay, roll deception. And what do you say to them?
14. Ivory tends to make plenty of stories as time progresses. She also likes to have a lot of fun with strangers. You need not worry about the temple.
Do I look like I do this for fun?
Yes.
So I hear you guys kind of bickering a little bit. They look at each other and then they look at Theron and then Ivory and they say, well, the captain says, we do not seek to stay in the temple. We just need a place to camp while we move down the mountains, and it seems like this place has some nice fortifications for us to at least take shelter with.
Oh, that's perfectly understandable.
Yes, if it is just camp, then I believe this place will be safe.
But before you go, though,
do
make sure to seal the temple before you go, though. No reason.
Also,
it is cursed inside.
Where are they planning on going?
They look at Narmaya and they say, we do not know where we plan to go. We just go. We are orcs. We go where we go.
Go where we go.
I can understand that sentiment.
But from what you can tell, what you guys can tell, they don't really understand or know the Sword Coast lands too well, at least not in this area.
Getting impatient.
Well,
yeah, we should probably go before.
What is Ralthos getting impatient with? The orcs?
Yeah, we should probably go before Ralthos starts problems.
So the orcs kind of slowly walk past you guys to where you made camp at, and they go start setting up around that area, and it looks like they're gonna make camp there and let you guys pass by them as well.
Ivory is just gonna warn them.
Give me a moment.
Be careful around here. Watch out for the falling rubble.
They look at Ivory with content and they say, thank you for the warning. We will make do. We are okay. And so you're heading on out. The dwarves are they're kind of following you guys a little bit, and then as you guys leave the area, the dwarves say that they will see you back in Phandalin, and they kind of take their own separate path away from you guys to head out.
Very well. Be safe, you two.
Okay.
Running backward on this.
Wait, before we leave, can we talk about this foreigner that we have here first? Can we get this situated?
Does anybody have a language there? Because they can cast that so that not we're here to speak in English.
You can.
Okay, wait. Dog, can I get a translation for that?
My master says, I will not hesitate to fight if you try me. But I will let you go this time.
He said to the orcs.
And
oh, brother! No!
So with that happening, the orcs kind of get this look on their face, and they turn around as you guys are walking around this area. You see the orcs kind of starting to come back, and they position up like this, as you can see. Arkin, I'm gonna move you over here just to keep you over here, away from there, and the orcs are gonna call out to Ivory, as she was the one, or they were the one that they conversed with the most, and they say, What is it about this foreigner that tempts us with battle? Does he not understand who we are?
Ivory is going to sigh a little and be like, this person, we just met him.
Best keep quiet.
The orc's gonna interrupt you and say, he just said fight. He said fight just now, in whatever language he is speaking. Would he like to fight?
No,
Please ignore him. He is
not at all.
I would not like to fight, no.
Rather use his
He is
mage
not
hand to
familiar
cover
with the
Hydro's
language
mouth.
of these people.
Don't cast a spell.
Roll a sleight of hand check, right?
You're casting Mage Hand?
So, you reach out and try and cast Mage Hand over Hachiro's mouth. Hachiro turns around with his katana and puts it right up to your neck. And what does Hachiro say? With the katana up to Ralthos' neck.
Watashi to tatakao. You right.
My master says, fight me, weak ones!
Oh, Lord.
I guess we got roll for initiative.
Okay, alright. Well.
Hold on.
And so,
Can I do a double roll of Arcana and Persuasion to do like a fucking deception spell on them, so they can pretend that Hydro is not on smoke time?
on who, the orcs?
On the orc.
Yeah, roll a deception on the... No, roll a persuasion against the captain orc.
I'd also like to cast Expeditious Retreat to get out of there as fast as I can.
Oh, hold on, the game.
Ivory is trying her hardest
okay.
to mend the situation here, whatever is happening.
As all this is going on, the orcs, they start to get, like, closer, and they're starting to, kind of band together, and the ones in the back. So the captain's the one in the front right here, right? That's right next to Ivory. The captain is, he's like signaling back, kind of turning around as the conversation goes on, and the other orcs are starting to like pull great axes off of their back and kind of hold them straight up in front of them, like they are ready for battle, no matter what. And they're like cartoon smoke like coming out of their nose and everything. They're starting to get pissed off.
God.
Also,
bad.
What do you guys want to do?
Has anybody seen
Okay.
What I want to do.
So you rolled your persuasion. Okay. So what do you want to say, Ralthos? What do you say to this orc captain to try and persuade him that Hachiro is not going to fight?
You perceive Hachiro wrong. He dubs his sword as a sign of respect. Would like to leave this one in peace.
So the orc captain grabs a javelin off of his back and sees Hachiro all the way back there, and he draws aim, cocks his arm back, and throws this
Theron's
javelin.
already out of there. Theron's already out of there.
The javelin, it seems like he directly threw it to... Hold on. Stop moving your character, Hachiro. So he threw it like right in front of him, and you can assume that this is, at least with this orc tribe, that this is an indication that they would like to do battle. And with that...
Fuck.
I'm gonna have to
roll
do this
for
too,
initiative.
God damn it, dude! Oh, fucking! Oh my god!
Shiba, can you just translate every sentence your friend says?
My master says, is that all you got?
Oh no.
This is like, I guess we're fighting now. Great.
Shiva, if you know how to talk to your master, can you convince him not to do this all the time?
No.
Hold on, roll an initiative for the orcs.
Or at least you tried.
Now we're gonna fucking battle with these. This sucks.
Rathos.
If you
This would be
you
good
talk
practice
enough
for you.
shit to an you talk enough shit to an orc, you will definitely get into combat with them.
Rathos,
After this battle, we cannot have Hachiro or whatever her name is fighting everybody. We can't have that. Absolutely not.
Kami ga anata wa kami no teritatsu koto ni dekimasu ka?
Can I get a translation for that, Shiva?
My master says, God, I don't believe in such a thing. What I'm asking, can you stand the god hand orcs?
I need initiative from Arkin, Ralthos, and Nyren. No, Nyren, you did yours.
Yeah, I rolled.
I need it from Hachiro, Ralthos, and Arkin.
How do I roll?
How do you roll initiative? So
Yeah,
go back to your D&D Beyond sheet and click the thing that says initiative.
It's next to armor class.
Yeah, it's
So
next to
the-
armor class. It should be like a plus number. You installed that extension, right?
Oh yeah, the extension.
So yeah, go on there, click that. It'll, yeah,
I can roll.
yeah. Just hit roll.
Just click initiative, yeah.
Just click
Look at
initiative and
the-
it'll roll for you.
Wait, I don't see initiative. I see-
It's next to
It's
armor
on your-
class. It's
yeah, it's
under
on your
walking
character sheet.
speed. Right under it.
Do you see where Beyond says
I see whisper rolls, type of roll.
No. On your character sheet on D&D Beyond, on the other one, not Roll20.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
on
gotta
your
open
character
another
sheet
thing.
where it has all your stats and everything.
Okay. What is it under?
It's
Under
initiative.
walking speed.
Yeah, under
Under
yeah,
proficiency as well, yeah.
yeah.
Should say initiative plus whatever.
Initiative.
There you go.
There you go.
I did it?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. You just click it and it'll roll for you. And then we need
I need
Hawkins.
Arkans. And that should be it. I need
Roll,
your
you gotta roll
initiative roll.
initiative.
Hi.
Oh, natural 20.
Okay.
Nat 20 on initiative!
What are we doing?
Okay.
What
Oh
happened?
my god.
Roll for
Are we
initiative.
fighting?
It's
Yeah, we have to
you're
fight the
fighting.
orcs
Yeah, you rolled
because
a,
fucking
natural
Hachiro was talking too much
fighting
shit.
orc.
He provoked the orcs?
Yes. So now we have to
Oh,
fight
God
them.
damn it, I'm
Alright, so
Hachiro.
from this point on, just so Ima and whoever else, do not move your character icon unless it's your turn. And you need to follow your walking speed now, which you can move 6 squares on the grid on your turn.
Oh, wait.
So,
If
in
you-
terms of initiative rolls, Arkin, you rolled a natural 20. What do you want to do?
Oh, God.
You're first.
I get to go first, dude. I fucking yeah.
So,
Rathos, can Rathos recommend?
no, not unless he's indecisive.
Are there any, like, natural fires around us? Say, like, torches or anything like that?
No, not that you can see.
Okay. And I guess I just, I can go for Firebolt then.
Okay.
I have a
Are
tinder
you
box
gonna
that I can light for you.
No, it has to be for, like, a natural.
Okay, so you're gonna roll a firebolt on, I assume, the orc captain in front?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Okay, sorry, give me 1 second, I'm changing something real quick. Alright. Now, okay, so you cast Firebolt. Can you roll damage on that? No, not create bonfire. It'll be the damage thing on it next to it.
Should be the numbers under damage on your character sheet.
Hold on.
Be that?
Yes, that's it. Okay. So you pull your hand back, you create a little ball of flame in your hand, you cast it forward, and you send it at the orc captain, and as it hits him, he screams out in an orcish rage.
Sorry, buddy.
You dare cast the magics on me.
I didn't want to.
And he is now on fire. And you have the remaining movement on your turn as you didn't do anything. You can move around if you'd like to, up to 5-6 grids.
All right, Hashiro, go get them.
For moving characters, when you
Actually, it's Normaya's turn next.
Start right
It's Hachiro.
it shows you how much feet it is. And
Oh, if you right click to move the grid, yeah,
For
I know.
example,
Right.
Oh yeah, if you hold right click. Okay,
Yeah.
because it shows a different proportion to than just 6 spaces. Like if I right click here, hold on, I can move 30 feet doing this.
Right, and that's usually your average max movement speed.
Hold on, let's see. This is also 30 feet for me.
Right.
It's do we follow that or just the 6 spaces?
It's the same thing. If you need to move diagonal like that, you can. Because the diagonal grids do kind of make it a little iffy. So if you're moving diagonal, you can do it like that. Otherwise, just pick 6 grids that you want to go to. I'm not gonna press you guys that hard to make it that specific.
Okay, so if I really wanted to, because
if you really want to, you can diagonal straight up to one of these orcs right now. That's fine.
Because what I was saying is a little bit later, when we were all the way here, when I was down here, from this spot all the way over here,
right?
30 can get me all the way over here.
Right.
So I was just
yeah, it's a little busted, but right now just play it how you
6
can.
spaces.
Yeah. Yep.
Perfect. I was just curious. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna move myself over here. No. Move myself.
What is this dribble you speak of?
I'm gonna use
Battle.
Let's see. What's my? Oh yeah, I have to do actions. I have to do.
Don't mind me. As combat's going on and it's been initiated, the dwarves kind of, like I said, they kind of just took off earlier. Don't pay attention to them. Okay. So you use your crossbow?
Sir. Main dwarf, the first one. Lead dwarf. The head dwarf. This guy.
The head orc?
Oh, he's an orc. Whatever.
Alright. So you pull your crossbow out, you knock it, you shoot it straight at the orc captain, and it pierces him right in the left shoulder area, kind of just a little bit above his heart, and this pierces through him. And if you were looking at the side, you would see that this is a solid 3 inches inside of him. He is in a lot of pain. He's kind of screaming out, making noises, weaving over, hunched over a little bit, and that orc captain is now bloodied. If you weren't here for last time, I don't know if you stayed for the whole thing, but when I mentioned that something's bloodied, it is.
Is what?
Half health. So cut out.
Damage to something. If I say that they're now bloodied, that means that they're half health or less.
Okay.
Okay. Narmaya, do you have any movement left?
Yeah, I'll reposition here. There we go.
All right. That is Narmaya's turn, and it is now Orc number 4's turn.
Oh shit.
So Orc number 4 is seeing that his captain's in pain, and as he runs up to Ivory, he grunts at his captain and says, "You weakling! This is nothing but a merry band of travelers. How can you not handle what they're throwing at you?" And
What? Sorry. What did he say?
oh, he walks past his orc captain, and he looks at him kind of disgruntled and says, "You weakling! How can you not handle this merry band of travelers and what they're throwing at you?" And he kind of like spits on the ground at him out of like pure disgust that he's not actually doing anything. So, this orc number 4 walks up to Ivory, and he is gonna pull out his great axe.
Oh Jesus.
Okay.
And he is gonna swing it back. And he cocks this thing back, and he swings and completely whiffs. Like just completely, like you are direct. Ivory is directly in front of him, and he cocks it back like as far back as he can over the head, swings it down, and just slams it right into the ground, and pulls it back. And he just kind of stands there for a second in like a little bit of an awkward silence after what he said to his captain. His captain looks at him and says, "Ha! Like you could do any better." And
I think Darren's be tempted to just let them kill each other at that point.
he is gonna stand there like he's pretty upset that he just did that. And it is now Hachiro's turn.
What am I cooking?
So what you're gonna do, you're gonna move your icon up to one of the orcs, and here, hold on, let me help you out for a second. So I'm gonna do this turn of combat for you real quick, if you don't mind, and just kind of give you the basis of how it works. So like, you'd go 1, 2, 3. So let's put you right here, right? So you're gonna use some movement. You get 30 movement per turn, which is 6 grids. And where are your items? Let's see. Okay. You want to use your longsword or your greatsword?
Which one's better?
They're relatively the same.
Great sword.
Okay.
Step back. Yoki wa surigato no yoni okonawareta.
Okay. So you're gonna pull out your greatsword. You roll, and you swing your greatsword with like the most grace that any of your party has seen, and you slash upwards with it towards the orc's arm, and you do 8 points of damage. And you actually, in this motion, you caught the orc's arm and you sliced clean through it,
Bro.
and lopped his left arm off, and it falls to the ground, and he starts screaming in pain.
Nice slice.
What? He starts screaming in pain. He kind of turns around and looks at Hachiro, and he like flinches back a little bit. He screams out to his other orcs, "I've never seen this type of man before, or this combat style." As blood is just pouring out of his arm like an open faucet, and Hachiro, you're gonna pull back 1 space and end your turn. With that, obviously, Orc 4 is now bloodied.
Yeah.
Like severely
that
with an
probably
arm
a given.
completely cut off, and he now has disadvantage on all his attacks if he doesn't die by the time he attacks next. Okay. So it is now Orc number 2's turn. Orc number 2 is gonna run up here and go for an attack on Nyrin.
Wait, did the orc pass me? Like, to go behind me?
No, the orc block literally like right in front of you.
Okay.
Why?
Right.
Do you
Never
wanna...
mind. I was gonna ask if I get attack of opportunity for that, but
You do get an attack of opportunity. How do
oh,
you want to attack?
heard. Can I do casting for that?
Is it a cantrip that you want to use or a first level?
It's a first level.
What's the cast time on it?
It is. I'll tell you in a second. Casting. It's just one action.
One action? Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on him, which let me roll for that.
25.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Okay. Don't even roll for damage. Describe for me how you kill this orc.
So Nyrin just raises her hand and just looks at this orc with the deadest look, just deadpan, like kind of just with like annoyance, and then just says "die" and just casts his guiding bolt.
She did.
This 1 second. So as Nyrin does
flying
this,
everywhere. Control that thing.
as Nyrin does this, all you guys see is Nyrin exactly like they described, and you see this massive purple beam of energy come out and blast into this orc and completely disintegrate him until he is not even dust. This completely obliterated him from existence and any existence that he had before. He is dead.
Yeah.
That takes up a spell slot, right? Out of the 3 that I have.
Yes.
So you said, okay. Heard.
Yes.
Nyrin had it in there.
So is it my turn?
Let me check.
I can't believe I rolled a fucking nat 20 on hit on DC.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. It is my turn. All right.
Theron, it is your turn.
I move to where Hachiro is, and I cast.
Oh. No, I messed that up, but keep going. You're good.
Yeah, I cast. I just cast I just cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Roll Eldritch Blast. So.
Oh dear lord.
So, you try and cast Eldritch Blast, and you kind of like pull your hand back, or no, you do your little Kamehameha type form, and you push your hands back forward as you're shouting an incantation for this to work. Like a few like flecks of dust kind of like fall out of your hands, and you
It's still technically a 6.
Wait, is Eldritch Blast? Wait,
It's a nat 1.
Oh, you rolled a nat 1.
It's a nat 1, and it has a +5, so it's a 6.
So that's it. You did not hit. I was just describing how you didn't hit.
Damn.
You completely like your magical power, for some reason your arcana you did not tap into it, and you just shot like little flecks of dust out of your hand.
Boy. I'm gonna talk with Henry after this.
Ivory, it is now your turn. Sorry I messed up that order. That was actually Theron, do you want to move or anything? Did you max movement there?
Yeah, I maxed movement there.
Okay. Ivory, it is your turn. Sorry, I got you guys' turn order mixed up. My fault.
You're fine. Ivory is gonna swing at the one in front of
So the orc captain.
with the This one?
Oh no, that's my fault. That is orc number 2 or 4.
That is the one that is engaged, or hypothetically engaged with them because they
Yes.
he missed. But,
Yes. He also has no arm. One arm.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Does that hit? 14.
So, yeah, roll your damage.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Describe how you kill this one-armed orc.
Holy shit. Okay, so I didn't know that Beyond re-rolls my ones for me when I have a certain fighting style, so that's kind of neat actually.
Yeah.
That's fun. It re-rolled it for me. Okay, the moment that, like, I imagine this is the moment after the orc sort of, like, misses on them with his great axe.
Right.
They sort of, like, dig their heel with their shoe into the ground, sort of steady themselves, and then they just give, like, a huge fucking slice across this guy's torso with their Buster sword, their Buster Great Sword, and just try to, like, cleave him right in half.
Okay.
Jesus.
So Ivory digs their heel into the ground. They cock this Buster Greatsword back, and they slash it forward in a diagonal pattern towards the orc, and they make contact from the shoulder all the way down through the waistline, and all you all see is this orc who had already lost an arm just get cut clean in half, and his body separates and falls into a pile of 2 of an upper and bottom torso.
Okay, so he's probably dead.
He is. That is 2 orcs down. Okay.
Ivory is going to move back. 20 feet here.
Okay. That is your turn. Ralphos, it is now your turn. What do you want to do?
I will move up.
Okay.
And then that's 5. And I'll come.
Okay. Roll to hit. Okay. You definitely hit. Roll damage for me.
All right.
Okay. You cast Fireball. You reach your hand up into the sky. You create a ball of fire in your hands, almost bigger than anything you've ever done before. You swing your arm forward, kind of like you're throwing a baseball of sorts, and you chuck this at the orc captain, and it gets him clean in the waist, kind of like to the left of where you would assume a belly button to be, and this singes right through his body, and all you see now is a small baseball-sized hole just burned clean through the orc captain's body, and he is on his last legs. He actually is going to fall prone onto one knee as he's wincing from the pain and kind of holding his hand over the embarrassment of what's happened to him so far.
And then after that, it's like, you look will be next. They don't for nothing compared to him.
He's gonna hear that name and say, Did you say Uluk? Do you speak of Uluk Thai?
I speak of Uluk Thai.
Are you kidding me?
I feel like I know this reference for some odd reason.
It's the orc from the shop.
It's the orc from the shop. It's the orc guard from the shop.
God fucking damn it. We just kill his
Please.
friends. If we did, he'll be
Please.
pissed off.
Shit.
Please tell my brother that I
Oh,
No!
And that's all he's gonna say.
Can you repeat that?
He looks at you after you said the name Uluk-Dai, and he says, he's trying to gather his voice. He's like coughing up blood. He says, "Please tell my brother that I have fallen in battle." And that's all he can gather the words to say.
This guy's brother, we're about to fucking die. We are going to die. What? Who started this fight? Who started this fight? bro?
Hachiro!
I'm a.
This was such a
Is that your?
The attack Hachiro, bro? I'm giving him the hands, bro.
Is that your turn, Amari? Ralthos?
Yes, I'll sit right here and watch as the pitiful boss. Okay.
So, from what you can see, as the orc captain falls to the ground, there's one more orc standing behind him, and he goes to an absolute fit of rage, screaming and thrashing. His eyes turn from a solid black to a bright red, almost looking like his eyes are burning. And you see veins popping out on his arms, his chest, his neck, his forehead. He's got that like anime forehead vein going on where it's like about to burst. And he is going to run straight to Hachiro.
Oh shit. Oh, he's in a rage.
And he is going to pull out his great axe and roll to hit Hachiro.
Wait.
So he.
There we go. Now continue.
He cocks this great axe back in this mighty fit of rage, and this is unlike anything. You would assume that this is borderline magical and arcane power from how enraged this orc seems. And he cocks this back, and he swings it back forward over his head and catches Hachiro right on the upper shoulder by the neck, and this great axe sinks into Hachiro's neck.
Oh!
And it kind of like, Hachiro being who he is, tried to block it a little bit, and he did kind of catch it with his sword, but it's still, with the power that this orc held, sunk into his neck and kind of forced Hachiro down to the ground a little bit on his knees. And Hachiro took 15 points of HP damage from that.
Jesus!
Dead!
He has 3 health left.
Jesus!
And the orc looks down at Hachiro on his knees and says, "You started this fight, didn't you?" And he hawks up some spit and spits in the face of Hachiro.
I laugh in his face and say in a very weak tone,
My master says, you are too weak to kill me.
Oh my god!
And
Bro!
the orc just laughed it off, and he's gonna end his turn there. He's not gonna move away or anything. It is now Arkin's turn.
So, move up. And I charge. Go-to move. Call me Danmachi, because I'm summoning a firebolt.
Alright, roll the hit.
That was a nat 1.
Oh, brother. That's a weak firebolt.
So you do your typical, you cock your hand back like you always do, and you guys can all see the Genasi's body start to light up, burning like a bright orangish red, and the fire starts to come out of his hand a little bit, and then poof, it just kind of explodes a little bit, kind of like a sparkler going off, and just dissipates.
My bad, everybody.
You got over there.
Fucking.
I guess
I
the
expect
first
better
one was
from
too
you.
strong.
I really expected better.
And that is your turn.
Would you call
is
that
now-
eruption dysfunction?
I mean,
It is now Narmaya's turn. You're attacking the one that's prone, or the one that attacked Hachiro?
Fuck Hashiro. I'm talking about you staying in the back.
Alright. So, as you moved past the orc... Actually, no, never mind. He's completely focused in on Hachiro. Normally... No. He's... I won't give him an attack of opportunity there. He's like hyper focused on Hachiro for starting this fight. Alright. You roll to hit this orc on the ground. Give me another roll because you have advantage since he's prone.
Right.
You cock your longsword back and you try and swing towards him to decapitate him, but you're a few inches off there. You kind of go completely over his head on this one, and wow, that's it. If you want to move away, you can. He is prone. He will not have an attack of opportunity on you. If you have any movement left, feel free.
And my teammate thought being quite northward.
Alright, so it is now the orc captain's turn, the one who is prone on the ground. He is going to turn towards, he's gonna like kind of try and like stand up a little bit while holding the hole in his stomach from the firebolt of Rauthos. And he's gonna try and lift his great axe as far as he can. And he is going to roll to hit Narmaya here. And what's your armor class? He rolls, or he tries to swing this down, and you just kind of just like one hand hold your sword up and just block it. It's a pretty weak attack considering how much pain he's in right now. It's kind of a last ditch effort for him to do what he can. And that is the orc captain's turn. It is now. No, you don't take. You held up your sword and just held it up in the motion that he was swinging and completely blocked it. It is now Hachiro's turn.
Alright.
You are at disadvantage right now because this orc forced you to your knees.
How weak is he?
He is not. No one has done any damage to him yet.
I thought it was on 3 health.
That's the orc captain behind him.
Oh, my mistake.
Actually, we should probably keep the captain alive. I didn't realize that was the captain still. I thought we killed him off already.
That is. Did not forget.
How bulky is this guy?
You have no idea for him. He's enraged right now. Like, this guy he is very strong. Also, keep in mind, that orc captain that is on his last legs is Ulukthai's brother.
Yeah, can we not kill them off? I don't
Yeah,
want
it's not a good idea.
I just realized, I thought he already died. That's also confused why he went for this. I would
Who has heals?
I do.
Heal him your next turn.
No, kill the
We
other guy.
should
Kill the
probably
other guy
wait.
first and then heal him.
Yeah, we should probably wait and see.
Okay.
We don't have to heal him.
I haven't.
Leave him there.
Don't I have an action where I can move twice? Didn't I have that?
1 second. Let me pull your character sheet up. Where are you, Hachiro? You can actually. You could use second wind if you want. So once per short rest, you can use your bonus action to regain 10 health. And
Okay,
that's
I'll
not going to
use
count. Okay, so you're going to use that. You're going to
So do I attack that turn or do I just rest?
So a bonus action is just something other than attacking. You still have your normal action.
Okay.
So you're gonna use second wind. You are now at 13 health out of 18. What do you want to do now? Do you want to attack?
And then I heal and then move behind this guy, and then I say, "Koi."
So, Ima, since you weren't here when we went over combat the first time, one thing in D&D combat is it's called an attack of opportunity. When an enemy is facing towards you, and you are on the grid that's 5 feet of them, if you try and move away without any special action granting you to do so, that lets you avoid it, they can roll for an attack of opportunity on you. As they try and hit you when you run away. But you didn't know that. I'll give you the pass.
No, he said koi. He said koi. No, bring it on.
It is better to hit them. If you would like to attack, I'll give you the chance to attack because you did not know about attack of opportunity that well.
Do I click strength? Is that what I click?
No, so what you're gonna click is, do me a favor, go into your inventory and click the box next to your greatsword.
Yeah.
Is it red?
Yeah.
Alright, go back to your actions now.
Yeah.
And it should have the greatsword as an option under actions, under attack.
Yeah.
So click the hit DC button under the greatsword.
Okay, I did.
Okay, so that rolls for your attack on roll 20. She rolled a 13. Let's see. Now roll damage. Hit the damage button next to it.
12 damage.
Christ, alright.
Jesus Christ.
Describe how you hit this attack.
I repeat what I said. Anata wa yo wa sugite watashi o korosenai. God! And then I slice him. I use my sword in an upwards motion, and I slice him right in the arm, decapitate his arm like it did.
Okay, you don't decide that, I decide that. You didn't do enough damage to decapitate his arm. But
I do enough damage to where he can't use it.
No, you don't. Anyway, you make a pretty deep cut on one of his arms. For the inspiration of describing your attack that well, he does -1 damage now on all his rolls. Congratulations.
Yo.
Hey, okay. All right. It is now Orc 2 is dead, so it is now Ivory's turn.
Yeah, Ivory is going to raise their gun and shoot at. He's trying to kill Hachiro.
Okay. Roll for hit.
Never mind.
Is that not damage? No, that's not damage. That's a roll. Okay, so you shoot your gun, you point at this orc, this enraged orc, and you take aim and you shoot at him. And for something you would not expect of an orc, he lifts his great sword his great axe to the side and just deflects the bullet and kind of looks over at you.
Can I'm gonna use my action surge to shoot him again.
Roll again to hit. That's once per short rest, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, okay.
Even worse.
So you reload real quickly, and you take aim, you shoot again, and this one actually does hit him, but it hits him right on his steel breastplate armor, and just kind of like the bullet kind of like crumples a little bit and just falls to the ground.
Okay. Ivory's like, yep, I like swords better. Well, and then we're gonna move first gear.
Okay. That ends your turn, and it is now Theron's turn.
Alright,
do you
time
wanna
for
do?
perception. I'm going to cast Chill Touch instead of Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
4 necrotic damage.
Hold
It's a
please.
19.
Hold please. 19. For roll damage again for me.
Do range attacks have disadvantage when they're up close?
Yes, they do. If you're within 5 feet.
There we go.
Yeah.
Does that?
That's fine. I like to do what's it called? So with roll 20, the option is always defaulted, and it's better that when you give any attack roll, it calculates the damage too, just in case you do hit. But I don't really like doing that. I'd rather let everybody do their own damage roll too, not just get a calculation based on if you hit or not, whatever. But so you reach out and you grab this orc's shoulder, and your hand turns completely blue as you spread ice onto this orc's shoulder, and it kind of freezes over a little bit, and he kind of winces, but then he just like rolls his shoulder, jerks it in motion real quick, and just shatters the ice that encapsulated his shoulder.
How much damage is it?
2 damage.
2 damage, alright.
2 damage.
Better than 0.
Yeah. Okay, it is now Ralthos' turn. What do you want to do, Ralthos?
Ralthos turns at the orc captain, gives him a look.
The captain or the one that's... Okay, yeah.
He contemplates it, but he thinks of for the greater of the team. For once, then he aimed at the other orc, at the enraged orc, and he cast firebolts once again.
Roll to hit.
Ten.
And second. Sorry, spells are a little different. So like, with all melee attacks, you have to go through armor class, but there's certain spells that don't actually, what's it called? They don't hit based on armor class. There's other things that they do. Okay, so you hit him. Roll for damage. Alright. So you charge up your...
That was the attack roll. That was an attack.
Oh, that is the attack roll.
If you can click, you can do damage by clicking the pink box in the...
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so you reach out your hand and you cast a firebolt on him. You hit him for 2 damage, and you get him... You noticed that your firebolt did exceptional damage on the orc before him, the actual captain, as you seared the hole through his whole torso, waist area. You try to aim for the same spot. When it hits, it does hit him and sears his stomach a little bit, but that's about it. He is now bloodied.
Boy.
Maybe it kind of took him long enough.
Yeah, it did. He's enraged. He does not want to be the last surviving orc of his little tribe that they have going on right now. Okay. Ralthos, do you want to move or anything, or are you gonna stay there? You're gonna stay right there. Alright. So this orc once again looks at Hachiro, and he kind of taunts him. Gives him a little smirk. He's gonna go ahead and try and hit him with his great axe once again. Christ. So,
oh no.
This orc, instead of going for the shoulder this time, this orc pulls his great axe to the side and swings it with pure strength as hard as he can and goes right into the side of the waistline of Hachiro and once again sinks his axe into Hachiro, and Hachiro is more than bloodied. He has 2 health left. Once again, he is in a pretty rough state right now. And Hachiro's dog Shiba kind of barks out, and he says, "My master, please, you can't fail now. You've come so far." And that is gonna be it for the orc's turn. Arkin, it is now back to you. What would you like to do?
Wait, me?
No, Arkin.
Arkin.
App's foot.
Arkin!
Aye.
Gunny!
Yes.
It's your turn.
It's your turn, Gunny.
Oh, okay.
What do you want to do?
Who's alive so far? Is it still
Everybody.
both of them?
The orcs are both still alive. Everybody on your party's still alive, and the orc that is attacking Hachiro is bloodied.
Okay, so I attack the orc that's attacking Hachiro isn't the captain, right?
No, the orc in the back in front of Narmaya, he's still prone on both of his knees, like he cannot stand up.
I attack the one attacking, even though I should let that motherfucker kill him. I'll attack the one that's attacking Hachiro.
Okay.
So I will actually use my I guess I'll use my staff here.
Okay.
So I guess I'll have to move it closer to him then, right?
Mm-hmm. You gotta be within 5 feet, most likely.
Right
Yeah,
here.
that's fine. Alright.
My staff.
Okay, roll the hit. Do you have it equipped? Go into your inventory, and there will be a little box next to the staff, and you can hit that box, and that'll equip it.
Yeah, it's equipped. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, it's equipped.
Okay, so now back on your actions, that should be an option for to click the hit next to it. Is that all it's doing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's your arcane focus. That's what you use to cast your spells. That's not a melee weapon.
That's just the other staff, and there's 2 of them up here. I have an
If you have-
staff,
yeah.
quarter staff. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good. That's damage. Roll to hit. You gotta hit the.
No, that was a hit. That was a D20.
That was a hit? Is that a D? Oh, does it actually? Oh, it tells you when you hover over it. Okay, you.
Oh, whoops.
you you draw your quarterstaff back. Like you're a. You really don't understand how to use this. Like this is like your last case scenario, and you swing this back and you like bonk him on the head with it, and he kind of just lets it sit there for a second, and then just swipes it out of the way.
Okay. Well, sorry, dude. I tried.
All right.
When he gets back to Theron's turn, he'll try the tried and true dagger.
That's fine. Narmaya, it's your turn. What do you want to do? You want to kill the orc captain?
No, I'm keeping it alive. Now that I
Wait,
realize-
did I get my turn?
I'm gonna go behind.
Oh shit! Hold on.
I was gonna say, who am I after?
I'm so sorry, Nyrin. What do you want to do?
If I move, does he get attack of opportunity on me?
No, he is hyper focused on Hachiro right now.
Okay.
Like he is in a complete rage. He is not going to attack of opportunity anybody
Do
else.
I get advantage if I do a melee attack on him, if that's the case? Or no?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna move back like 2 squares, and I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt onto him.
Okay.
So
Roll for hit.
Twice.
10.
A 10.
Yep.
Okay. Roll for damage.
11.
Okay. Alright. You motion in the same way you did before. Kind of lift your hands up. You draw out some energy for this massive purple beam, and you just shoot it straight forward onto this orc. As the purple beam hits him, it kind of like encapsulates his whole body. He disappears from sight. Just all you can see is this massive, like 6 by 6 foot tall, like just full blast, just completely covers him. And as it dissipates out, you see him standing there, kind of heavily breathing, sweat's dripping down his face, and he is very close to falling. He is still standing. When he enraged, he tapped into some serious power.
He's bloody though, right?
He's been bloody.
Oh, he's enraged, so he takes half to. God damn, this thing is fun.
Yeah, that's so funny. This is awesome.
Alright.
I love
So
this
now my
guy.
turn.
Now it is your turn. Sorry about that. When I deleted one of the dead orcs, I accidentally deleted Nyrend.
Bird.
There we go. So I go over here. I'm gonna tap this dude. Just run him. This end here.
Okay. Are you attacking?
Yeah, I said that. I put my.
Oh, did you? Oh, sorry. I was fixing the order. Okay. You attempt to hit this orc, and once again, for some reason, you are just not on point. You.
Jesus Christ.
Something about this set of combat has kind of thrown you off a little bit, and you whiff once again.
Now I'm gonna reposition.
Alright. Now, Arkin, it is your turn.
Got a.
Wait, whose turn is it?
Oh, Theron. Sorry. Same thing.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes, it is your turn.
Alright, Dagger.
Okay. you grab this dagger and you
I grab the dagger and I slash his throat.
you slash his throat, but he with his one hand grabs the dagger before you can try and slash his throat and squeezes it to the point where blood starts to drip from his hand as he's trying to show you that subtle weapons like that will not do much to him. He is not going to let that actually happen. But in that meaning, he takes 1 point of damage for grabbing the blade that hard. And
Won't stop there from trying again.
right,
This slashes don't hurt him.
maybe that you know of, but maybe these are just not breaking through his armor class relatively. Okay. It is now the orc captain's turn. He is gonna plead out to one of you in a very embarrassing and something you don't necessarily see from orcs, but as he sat through watching this combat, he looks at Narmaya as they're the closest one to him, and he kind of pleads for you guys to spare him so he can see his brother one more time. But he wholly believes that he will not recover from this. But he's going to look at you and ask if you will spare him and take him to see his brother before he dies.
In fact, we'll deal with this.
If we do spare the orc, can Theron make up a story about how he died a hero and not like this?
You heal him.
So he looks at he's gonna look at Nyren as well and realize that they're a druid and ask if there's any healing that they can do on him to at least help him live until he sees his brother again.
What do the rest of you think?
But if we take him to his brother, then his brother gonna be able to attack us all.
I think it'd be smarter to let him live, let him see his
I
brother.
said let him live because
So-
it'd be worse if he tells his brother if he tried to kill him. Just let him live. Live. I don't want any more problems. I keep starting shit in the fucking.
Listen,
middle of the day,
okay,
man. Stop it.
here's our two options. One, we don't kill him, we like heal him or whatever, take him to his brother. Or two, we kill him and then don't say a thing about it.
We could
could
kill
do
him
that.
and tell him that he died a hero.
What?
You don't
What?
even have to tell him that he died. He asked you on his last legs that he asked you when Rauthos
The
mentioned
dwarves
his
know
brother's
that
name.
That we fought
The
these guys?
the dwarves have been long gone. As you guys were ready to leave,
This is
they
all
headed
Hachero's
back to-
fault!
But
This
they
is
could
all
still-
Hachero's fault.
But it could still fall back on us because the dwarves will know we were the last ones to interact with them.
Well,
They do. They will know that. But from what the dwarves know, they're long gone. They don't even know if. All they remember is the orcs agreed that they said they're gonna make camp there. That's it.
are we gonna spare him?
I want to spare him.
Theron, what do you
We're
think?
not killing him. You madman. We didn't even want to fight to begin with.
Yeah.
You and your punk. Why is he here? Why is he here?
Good question. I don't have an answer to, but
Okay.
I'll ask him later.
Who votes to heal? I do.
do.
Hello?
Yeah,
That's it.
I
That's
also
two?
do. I also do. Sorry.
Yeah, hard to see it for me.
So that's
Rothos
yes,
and Ivory, I need both of you.
Ivory is neutral.
Okay.
They don't care.
In favor
Rothos?
of healing him.
So that's 4 for heal, 1 mutual. So I guess healing wins. Just offer a when at
Healing wins.
Okay.
Okay. On your next turn, you'll have the opportunity to heal him if you guys don't kill the other orc by then. And as you guys are discussing it, he kind of overhears you, and he looks at Nyren gratefully and simply says, "Thank you." That's it.
Nyren just like nods. Come on. I gotta do it next. I have to do it on my next turn.
So after that, that was his turn. He is just on his knees. He really cannot gather the strength to move. It is now Hachiro's turn. What do you want to do? You can attack. He is not going to be able to counterattack if you decide to attack. I mean, they don't have a counterattack option. Well, he doesn't at least have one.
Can I can't use second wind anymore?
No, you can only use it once per short rest.
What is short rest mean?
It's just resting. After it's outside of combat, you guys like take a nap or whatever.
Okay. But I can use action surge, no?
1 second. Yeah, that means you can attack once and then attack again if you would like.
Okay, I'll use that.
Okay. Are you gonna attack with your greatsword again?
Yep.
Okay, roll to hit.
Door.
2.
What?
Okay.
Or 7. Sorry.
7, yeah.
And then damage?
No, you did not hit. You swing your sword and he lifts his great axe with both hands and just blocks it in midair, kind of holds it there, and you pull back, ready to swing again with your action surge. Roll another d20 to hit.
D20.
Well, just roll to hit. The same thing you just did.
Yeah.
All right, this one is gonna hit. Roll for damage. All right. Describe how you kill him.
Okay. I look at him. He, with a smirk on my face, all bloody, kneeling down, as I say, "Anata wa iwai tsukimashita. Watashi wa seiko samurai desu!" And I slice him, slice his neck open, destroy his fucking insides, and then decapitate him right where he stands.
Okay.
My
Oh my
master
god,
says
that is.
Alright,
You're
with
too
the
weak.
Port Town.
I am the greatest samurai.
You
Oh my god, he is just like the main character in Harakiri, directed by Masaki Kobayashi.
Yeah, so like, all you guys see is Hachiro as, after that turn, he stands up, and he swings once and gets completely blocked, but he draws back again, and he swings his sword, lands in the neck of the orc and goes about halfway through as he pulls it back out. He does a downward slice onto the orc's stomach and splits this orc's stomach open and spills its guts out. As the orc falls to its knees, he draws back one more time and does a clean chop right along the neckline, and the orc's head flies off and it lands down and rolls in front of the feet of Arkin.
What the fucking Shadow of War shit is this? This man just Talion executed his ass. Holy.
And that is going to end your combat with the orcs.
Wait, did we kill the captain?
No,
No,
remember.
you guys
Oh,
decided
okay.
to heal him.
Yeah.
So,
So,
And I'm just randomly like, I'm gonna
you
kill
are
him.
now out of combat. You've got freedom of movement.
okay, so let me
Go ahead and heal
I
this
do-
let me
guy.
heal him.
Yeah, go to
I'm gonna
him,
cast
heal
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Can I
Yep.
move now?
You can move now.
Alright, I'm gonna move right here.
Cast Cure Wounds. Does that roll for?
Roll
Oh, you
for
don't even have to roll it. That's just casting it. I thought that's
just
not the-
casting it. Okay, it's just a D. Okay, so you healed him.
So I
for-
roll. Wait, hold on.
You rolled
So
a
that-
9.
You rolled a
You rolled-
9, so you get
yeah.
a 9 here.
Oh, okay. So it casts that. I didn't have to. Okay, heard.
Yeah, it's just a cast. That's not something.
Okay, weird.
The only thing you roll for is the actual HP that you heal.
And that's all of my spell slots.
That's all right. You guys aren't. You might not get into combat again by the time you get back to Fandom. So the orc's gonna gratefully look at you and say, "Thank you for giving me the opportunity to see my brother once more." And he gets up from being on his knees and he looks at all of you and not necessarily claps, but he thanks you all for a great bout of combat, but he also is deeply saddened by the loss of what seemed to be a tribe forming together.
Fucking Hachiro, man.
Alright. So you guys completed the Dwarven excavation. The dwarves have gone back to Phandalin, as you know. And
Phandalin as well.
you are gonna... Is that where you guys want to go? Go
Yeah.
back to Phandalin?
Escort this fucking orc to his brother.
Alright, so I'm gonna bring you guys back out of here. We're gonna put you on the Sword Coast map again. And... 1 second.
Fucking Hachiro. God damn. We really got fucking Rothos 2.0 here.
So like I was saying, you guys ended up about right here. That's where the Dwarven excavation was. You're gonna go here. Would you like to try and just cut straight there in a line to Phandalin, or do you want to take the road?
We can take the road.
We should take the road.
Alright, so you guys head out. You guys head out to get back to the road, and you end up in Leylon. As you stop through Leylon, you're just traveling the road. It's a small village. It's not a large town or anything like that. You're traveling through, and in the distance of as you're walking, you see somebody running up towards you, and they approach Theron, and they identify themselves as a courier. And he looks at Theron and says, do you go by the name of Theron?
Yes.
Is this the Merry Eight Bastards?
8 Mary, but yes.
The Eight Merry, but excuse me. But there's
Common
only
mistake, I don't blame you.
I don't see 8 of you, but I don't have time for questions. And he hands you a letter, and only to Theron. and I'm going to pause you for 1 second as I send this to Theron. If you guys want to discuss anything that's happened so far, feel free.
Alright. So just check my DMs real quick.
Give me about
Alright.
This Sachiro guy seems like a lot of trouble. Seems like a lot.
Ivory is going to look at the Shiva and say, instead of us having to ask for a translation from your master, I think you should just immediately translate for us. Keeps things moving. Clearly none of us know your master's language.
Though Theron would like to learn it.
The Shiva looks at you and says,
My master went to this land to discover the new language of...
what language is this?
Common, I don't know.
Just the common language.
Just the common tongue of this land. The common tongue of this land.
If you teach him the language, he'll speak to you in that language. But it might take some time.
Well, maybe we could have Theron do that.
We can attempt.
We want to learn his language, so it's a two-way street.
I'm not sighing at the language problem. I'm sighing at the letter.
What do the letter say?
I'll explain at the tavern.
Correct.
Okay. The courier has long scurried off. He is gone. And you guys continue traveling to Phandalin. And you have... 1 second.
I don't like that chuckle.
Second, I need to see something on this map real quick. Where the fuck is this place? Okay. So, you guys are traveling along this road. And in the distance, you see a dark cloud form right around here on the map, if you can see that ping. It's only in that area. It seems completely contained. And from what you can see, you're seeing lightning strike down out of this cloud towards the ground. You see rainfall. And as you continue walking, you hear a loud roar, and out of this cloud you see the mighty dragon fly with speed that you've never seen before, fly straight past you over your head from what it seems like it was heading towards the mountains that you just came from, around here. What do you guys want to do? I mean, you can't. It's long gone. All you see now is.
Wait, what just happened? Sorry, I just missed that.
So, to your left, you saw a large storm form, and you saw the dragon once again fly way out in the distance in front of you, back towards the mountains that you just came from.
Oh, okay.
Do you continue on to Phandalin?
You should just continue on. We should just ignore that we just saw the dragon.
There's relatively nothing to do. It's just you. It would seem now that you're starting to see more sightings of this dragon as your journey continues. All right. So, all right. It takes you guys about about 5 days to get back to Phandalin. And you guys arrive back in the town that you once knew. Everything seems to be as it was. You don't notice anything different. Where would you like to go first?
Go to the armor shop.
Yeah, the armor shop. To go fucking.
I want to go to the tavern.
We go to the tavern first.
I'm going to the tavern.
Okay.
I gotta break some
Where
bad
do we get our
news.
money from, though?
What do you mean?
You know how we?
Oh, yes.
Right? What's
Yes.
the first thing we do to get that? Let's do that first, and then go to the. We have our money and everything.
So you want to go to the town hall, the town master's hall then?
Town hall
right?
first, then tavern, then armor shop. Is that alright?
Yep, that sounds good.
Yeah, we can
Alright.
we can do that if everyone's in agreement.
Sounds good. All right. So you guys head towards the town master's hall. It's the same as you saw it before. You see a man of what would look to be of importance posting signs up on the job board. And what would you like to do?
Complete.
And in the damn
Yeah, just claim our completion of this quest.
Yeah, just claim completion of the thing.
How do you do that? What do you do?
We go inside. And see
yeah,
if
we
can
go
find
inside.
Somebody to talk to about it.
So you ignore the guy posting the jobs on the job board. Go inside.
Oh, I didn't
Let's
even know
walk-
the guy. Okay,
let's
yeah.
walk- yeah, we
The
walk-
guy,
I
fuck
walk-
the guy.
Yeah.
Okay, you walk up to the guy. He doesn't notice you at first, but then he sees like 7 shadows just kind of like creep over him, and you guys are all just hovering behind him. And for some reason, none of you guys have said a word. And he turns around and gets a little startled, and he says, "Oi, you startled me. What can I do for you?"
I'll talk to him, boyos.
Sure.
So sorry for starving you, there, little one. We're just here to hand it. Well, you see, I am quite tall, so I don't mean little as in you as as a little one, like as a child. I mean little as in compared to me, you are small.
I'm just jesting. Ye continue.
We are wondering where can we go to hand in these here missions we completed. We just came back from an adventure and we sadly lost one of our own, but we're looking to get compensated for our troubles here.
Hey, you must be the group that saved the dwarves.
That'd be me
Hi.
and us,
That is
all
us.
of us, except for the foreigner back there, but we picked him up along the way.
So he kind of looks over at the foreigner, like peering past you guys a little bit, and Hachiro is just sitting there playing a flute.
Yasuo?
He's just playing a flute, and he looks at him and he says, "Hi, that lad is quite unfamiliar. But so is this last year. I don't have much to say about that. I'm not the one you should be looking for, actually. We did receive word that you did warn the dwarves, and that is what we requested. But I am just I am Harbin Wester's mere aide. I just come to post the job boards, as it. I'm not sure if you knew, but he doesn't really venture much out from his manor these days. He is quite scared of the dragon, and it seems to upset the town people, as he is relatively the mayor of Phandalin."
I see. So would you mind pointing us in the direction of someone who can compensate us for our mission complete?
Harbin is the only one who can do it. Would you like me to take you to his home?
That
Yes.
would be spot on. Yes, that would work perfectly.
Okay. So he's gonna say, "All right, follow me then." Okay, so you guys are going right here. This is his home. There's not necessarily a map to use for this one, so just bear with me here. So you guys walk up to this home, and it's a 2-story large, relatively of a manor. Not necessarily a manor of some sorts. It's a 2-story home, a little bit nicer than everything around it. And the man that you encountered goes up and knocks on the door, and he yells out, which, "Harbin! there's a party here to collect the quest reward. And he comes down, and from what you see, he like opens the door just a crack, and he looks out, and they whisper to each other a little bit, and he invites you guys inside.
Oh, alright. Well, let's go, folks.
You go inside?
Yep.
Alright. So, you're all inside his home. He doesn't really seem like he has much time for you. He gives you he looks at you and says, "So you saved the dwarves, did you?
Aye.
You warned them of the dragons from these lands.
Aye.
Good on you. What be the name of your group?"
We be the 8 merry bastards. My name is Arkin. This is Ivory. Rakos, Theron, Armaya, Nearing, and our new foreigner friend here, Hachiro. I do have one question. You call yourselves the 8 merry bastards, but there's only 7 of you.
There's 8, including Hachiro.
But hi, yes.
I gave him the stone. What are you talking about?
That'd be correct. We lost one of our own back at the mines.
But even if you lost one of your own, you still have 7. I have heard of there is a dragonborn still staying at the Stonehill Inn, right? Or recovering?
Yes, currently.
Yes. Wait, are we the 9 merry bastards then?
We were originally 9, and then...
No. You are 8. You've always been 8. Zadriska stayed behind at the Stonehill Inn. She came down with an illness from sleeping on top of the inn. And then Zethiak died in the ruins, which brought you down to 6, but then Hachiro rejoined. Well, joined you.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. Okay,
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Anyway, all right. Just banter.
Yeah.
But onto your reward. So the dwarves gave me these. They told me to say thank you for letting them know of the dragon roaming. And they gave me these magical stones. So he reaches into his satchel and pulls out these 2 stones, and he says, from what they told me, they do have magical properties. And what you see is a pair of 2 stones with a face on them, each one carved into it, and they both have their mouths open with text type dialogue, like they're speaking to each other. And he tells you, from how I know that these things work, one of you could hold one, the other could hold another one, and you could communicate without actually talking to each other. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Okay, so I'm gonna give these to you. You decide who takes them. I don't give a shit.
I'll take one.
The stones are so good. I love them so much. They're so good.
You don't argue in my parts. You guys divvy the stones out how you would like.
Alright.
It means not much else to me, but in terms of helping my town and helping save some of my resident villagers, I would like to hand you this sack. I'd like to pay ye in money from me specifically. The dwarves were only going to give you the sending stones as a reward, but as there's 8 of you, 7 currently, it would seem that you guys would appreciate money, no?
Yes.
Yes, very much so.
Okay, so he draws you over into his office of sorts, and he opens up a chest in the back, and he digs through it. He grabs a sack and starts putting coin in there, and putting more coin in there, and keeps going for about 15 seconds, and this thing is like, looks like it's about to bust, kind of.
Bro.
And he kind of struggles to lift it up and puts it on the counter, and he looks at you guys and says, I have 120 gold pieces for you here. Divvy it up amongst yourselves. There is a lot of you, so I didn't want you to feel unrewarded, as we do have more work for you if you would take it, and I do want to encourage you to take it.
Does it get 15 gold, including a Zdriska?
Yes.
I'll just
Are we giving her Chiro a portion?
Yeah, it's up to you. I don't care who you give the gold to. Why are you asking me?
Wait,
You're,
how much gold is
Well, I was
it?
saying
you're the
in general.
mercenaries.
I mean, it makes sense.
120 gold.
Theron, are we paying Kochiro?
I mean, he's going to be traveling with us. Might as well.
I mean, she is a part of the group. It's not her fault that she became ill from sleeping on the roof. Besides that, she's still a party member, and we spread out earnings equally, no matter if they went on the mission or not.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit.
And even
Fine.
though Hachiro here started a small conflict, in the end he will prove himself to be a valuable asset, so he shall receive rewards.
I'm just a bit skeptical on somebody who wasn't in our party is all of a sudden considered a part of our party.
Well, considering we are down one man now, we have.
So Harbin's gonna interrupt you real quick and say, "Now, please leave. That is everything I have for you. If you'd like more work, check out the job board on. Do what you must, but don't argue in my home about how you pay each other out. I simply do not give a shit."
Sorry,
Try, good day.
You will be out there.
Apologies.
Good
And
day.
he looks at you guys one more time and says, "Thank you, Mary 8 bastards."
And then Raphael didn't like his tone, so he just fucks a little bit 5 in his hand. But he likes it. He puts it out very short.
Can I just walk out?
Alright, let's get the hell out of here.
Alright. So,
Like, if we
you
go to
guys
the tavern,
completed your first quest. What would you like to do? You want to
How
go to
much
the tavern?
Okay,
Go to the
wait.
tavern
We should split up this gold really quick.
I was gonna say go to the
Okay,
tavern.
so you
Yeah,
guys
I-
go
yeah,
outside.
Tavern and rest.
I said we go to the tavern and split up the gold there. I mean, what's
Okay,
gonna happen?
Yeah, true. And we can also short rest there too, or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I
So
can
we just-
explain what the
Yeah.
what
So
the
we
letter
just
was about.
so we just all go to the tavern.
So you're gonna go to the tavern? Alright. Alright, so you come back to the Stonehill Tavern. And you walk in. And Toblin looks at you and he says, "Aye! It's the 8 merry bastards!" He says, "It would seem that you completed your quest as the dwarves did stop in at the Stonehill Tavern before you returned." And he looks at Arkin, and for some reason he's in a good mood. And he comes around the corner and he grabs Arkin and embraces him in a hug, and he says, "I'm sorry about the other day, lad."
Don't. It's alright. It's mostly my fault. I've taken time to reflect on my actions. You won't hear any of that from me.
So he goes back around the corner and he looks at all of you and he says, "I've got your friend. They're still recovering upstairs. They said that they would not like to be bothered until they are fully recovered. But if you do have anything from your quest for them, feel free to drop it by. I do notice that Zetiak, the one who got robbed, what happened to him?"
He died.
He unfortunately
Yes,
passed.
Unfortunately, he triggered a trap for us and risked his life to get us away from it, and fell tragically to it.
Aye, that is quite unfortunate. I'm very sorry to hear that. And he looks at you and he says, How did you recover his body? Anything?"
Nothing.
Fortunately
the trap
not.
Nothing.
disintegrated his body, and there was nothing to bring back. Not even any items.
So he grabs he reaches under, no, he goes into the bag and comes back with a little sack of a coin. He says, "This is 35 gold pieces. I do feel for the loss of your friend and what occurred to him here, or what happened to him here. If you would like, you can dig up a small grave out back and bury this money out there for him to remember him by."
I appreciate it. Thank you. Really.
And he calls to the bartender and he kind of wavers you guys over to have some seats at the table, and he offers you guys all a round of drinks on the house.
We accept. Hell
Alright.
yeah. What?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
He's gonna look at Hachiro and say, I don't know what alcohol you speak of. We have ale here.
He's not from around here. Bring him out anything. He'll accustomed to it. He'll have no choice but to.
I see that. It would seem you guys have a knack of picking up foreigners who do not even look like they belong in these lands. But the last, what was her name? Narmaya, that one right there. now you have Hachiro. This guy looks like trouble, if you ask me.
It wouldn't be the merry bastards if we weren't all a bunch of unique characters. Now, would it be that much?
It indeed would not. And you guys go have a seat, and he yells to the back, Trilena, whip up the finest feast you have for the 8 merry bastards. And a little bit of time goes by, and she brings out a large feast of multiple varieties. She's got stew, she's got bread homemade there at the Stonehill Tavern, everything that you could imagine.
Potatoes! Yes! Potatoes! I enjoy a good sack of potato. No, I'm kidding. Alright.
Alright, what do you guys want to do?
So we're gonna split the gold up now.
Yeah, we should split the gold up. So
keep
it's
in
15
mind,
per person.
So Toblin also notices. He looks at you guys and he kind of peers his head over and he's like, that orc with you guys, he wasn't with you before and he looks like he's in rough shape. What's the story here?
Oh, well,
just nurse him up if you can.
I have nothing I can do for that boy. He is teetering on the edge of death, it would seem.
It's a long story. It's a very long story.
Our foreigner friend here challenged his group to a battle. And
Master likes to start fights. It'll fizzle out eventually.
You know how orcs get when you fight. We battled not on any of our wants, and we soon came to find out that this captain is the brother of the orc that is actually operating that helps us.
You speak of Uluktai, this is his brother?
Indeed.
You guys know about the orc traditions, do you not?
No, but I feel you will tell us, and I feel I will not like it.
So Toblin walks over from behind the counter and he says, if an orc falls in battle but they ask for mercy, then they must be killed by another orc.
So what you're telling me is that this orc's blood brother, who we potentially thought would be glad that we brought his brother alive, might end up having to kill him himself now.
So at this point, the orc, he speaks out his
cut
name.
off the narrator, and then I cast Firebolt. Finish off the orc.
No, you don't. So the orc at this point overhears this, and he looks at you guys and he says, "It's high time I tell you me. I am Saltgang." And he says, "In my tradition, if we do fall in battle but ask for mercy, we must be killed by a fellow blood brother." And he kind of he looks down as he's speaking and he says, I apologize for the deception. I would rather die by my brother's hand than any of you.
Understandable.
I'm not sure how I'm supposed to take that as either a compliment or an insult, but nevertheless, we will grant thy wish of having your brother decapitate you.
You can perceive that he simply means that he does not mean to insult you, but he would like his brother to kill him instead of anyone else.
So like he's standing on like his last legs. Should we hurry up and get to the armory now?
Well, we should probably talk about what Theron got from the messenger before that.
We have the time.
We have plenty of time.
The orc Zaktai looks at you and says, "You have time to do what you need. I will hold on until I meet my brother."
Okay. Well, let's first flip the gold and then discuss this letter.
So it's 15 pieces per person.
Yes, and then the 35 token because we shall use to bury in honor of our fallen comrade.
Agreed.
Alright. So I will flip the gold 15 for ye. Dublin, do you mind sending this small sack of 15 gold up to Zadriska, since she doesn't want any of us to come and see her right now?
I will do so. And he takes the coin pouch from upstairs and sets the gold pouch next to Zadriska's nightstand.
Alright, now that we got
And he comes
that,
back downstairs.
now that we got that out the way, now
Cheryl's
talk
just
about the
dancing
letter
over there.
now, correct?
Yeah.
Alright, so what is in this letter?
Before I explain that, are any of you familiar with the Black Hand?
No.
And Goblin perks up. Continue,
from Skyrim?
Ivory.
The assassins?
That's not the Dark Brotherhood.
Oh, Dark Brotherhood. Okay. Yeah, I forgot they do send a black hand though. That's what
They
I
do
heard.
send a black hand. Ivory, what were you gonna say?
Can I roll a history? I don't know.
You can. Roll a history check.
Okay.
My character's
Roll a history. Maybe I'll be lucky. Oh.
You rolled a
my
20!
So
I still want to explain the Black
Yeah,
Hand's
yeah,
history
of
to
course.
you.
give me 1 second. I need to look through this.
Okay, so I guess any intelligence check I make, I happen to get a nat 20 every time, so lucky on me, I guess.
So, from what you know of your travels with Theron, he has somewhat mentioned the group before, but not to an extent. But before you met Theron, you have heard numerous rumors of the Black Hand, and from what you know about it, they are a very dangerous group that that's about all you know. They're a very dangerous group. And then Theron perks up and decides to tell you more.
Yeah, Ivory is just gonna say, yes, I used to be a soldier. The name has come up a few times amongst my troops.
I see. Black Hand is a group of knights that I actually helped found. As of the organization grew into what slowly became what it is today, I sensed the changing tides. I sensed what it would become. I did not like it, so I left. I did not like that I left. That is what this letter is about. I did more than abandon the post. I destroyed the post.
Against your code and your military brothers. For what? Because you didn't like the direction it was going. A soldier is only good for following orders. That is it.
Ivory kind of glares.
Soldier is only as good as the people that they protect. They were not protecting good people.
Ivory glares at, wait, who said the comment about following orders? I forgot the name.
Arkin.
Ivory
My
sort of
background
like,
is a soldier, so I...
mine is also the soldier. High five. Wow, they have conflicting beliefs. Ivory sort of glares at Arkin and they say, a soldier isn't good for following orders if their commander's orders are fucking shit. They glare back at God damn it, I forgot who was talking again.
Arkin!
Theron.
Arkin. Yeah, Theron. They nod and say, well, I can understand the sentiment. I did something similar.
what you're telling me is that I'm in a group full of AWOL soldiers who have no sense of honor, no sense of duty, who just walk and abandon their posts?
Technically, I was actually a general.
I left because following orders meant more of my troops would die.
It is an honor to die on a battlefield. Running away from an honorable deed. Disgusting.
Alright, we could sit here and talk about, the politics of army or whatever, but what is this? Can we continue on?
Theron, do you want to...
Theron, continue.
Theron, would you like to read the letter to the party? Or do you rather keep it to yourself? Go ahead.
You know you're on the Sword Coast and we are coming for you. You'll pay for your crimes, along with any companions that travel with you. That's all it said.
But now, look what you did. Because of your actions of disbanding and AWOLing, now they come and hunt you, as they should. As if I was one of your men, I'd do the very same. Dishonorable. You should have never worn the ring, or the suit, or even taken the status if you weren't going to sit and bond with your wives from death till dawn.
Damn.
You don't know soldiers like the Black Hound. You never have.
Soldiers are all the same, no matter what group they're in. They follow orders, that is it. That's all we are made to do. That's all we should do.
Okay. So, at this point, you realize that there's not much you can do but wait either for the Black Hand to show up or until you hear word that they have been spotted in the Sword Coast. And you most likely will hear, as, like I said, they are a very dangerous group of knights, and when spotted, word will spread.
Ivory glances to Theron, and they're like, "Do not worry, my friend. If they come for you, we will deal with them. I respect your decision, and we will make sure that does not backfire on you in the end."
Their leader will want to kill me personally. I'll do it myself.
Well, yes, so kill him yourself.
So all that thing I was saying before, it was a joke. Fuck orders. Fuck the military.
Okay.
Alright.
They come for you.
Truly an unrivaled retcon there, Gunny.
Alright. If they come for you, well, I say I feel sorry for them that they have to deal with currently 7 merry bastards. But it's
still 8.
The 8 merry bastards.
Well, it's hard to consider it 8 when Hachiro's just over there dancing and not even in this conversation.
Yeah, Hachiro has just been dancing by the fire and sipping on whatever alcohol Toblin's given him, and he's just been non-stop drinking. Hachiro just downs him as soon as he gets him, and he is quite intoxicated right now. And you do see that Shiba, Hachiro's companion dog, is, for some reason and some capability, standing on 2 legs and dancing with him. So at this point, Toblin's going to look at you guys and say, it might be high time for you to bring the orc to his brother.
You can go on ahead. Yeah. I'll stay here.
I'm staying.
If you guys, whoever would like to stay can stay. Whoever wants to go bring Zok to Uluk Thai can go.
Can I rest here?
Can
I rest here?
You can rest here.
Okay, after I stop dancing, I rest.
Okay, so do you want to pay for a room?
How much gold do I have?
That is on your inventory. On D&D Beyond, you have 60 gold.
How much is a room?
5 silver, I believe. Hold on. Gotta pull this back up.
Theron will buy a room as well.
Okay.
It's 5 silver, you said?
Yes. Okay, so both of you subtract 5 silver from your inventory. But don't worry about that. I'm keeping inventory notes right now, and we'll cover that when we get to it. Okay. So who would like to go?
I'm going to the armory.
I'm also going as well.
But
Okay.
not my
Let's go,
over.
Mario, let's go.
All right. So Theron,
Ivory will
Ivory.
go as well.
Okay. Ralthos,
I shall.
you shall go. All right, you're fucking going anyway. This is a big, this is a big part of what you caused, relatively.
Honestly.
Anyway, so Hachiro and Theron both go upstairs. By the time you guys have gotten here, it's relatively night, about 7 p.m. They're gonna go up and complete a long rest to get some sleep. So everybody else is going to go to the Lion Shield Coster, and you walk inside, and again, Lenine is there. And she looks at you as you walk in and says, "Hi! You guys returned! Well, where's that quite handsome lad Theron that left me a note last time?"
Wait, what happened?
He,
What?
Are you kidding me?
He's currently back at the what's it called again? Inn, whatever.
Stonehill Inn.
He's currently back at the Stonehill Inn, currently resting after our current adventure.
Hi. It would seem that you guys have had quite the adventure. What happened to the human rogue that was with you?
I might actually will be glad that I missed this one out.
He unfortunately passed.
I'm very sorry to hear that. It seems that you guys were together for quite the long time. I do hope that Toblin offered you a burial site for him over behind the Stonehill Inn.
He did.
He did, which...
Good on him. That's quite good on him. And at this point, she kind of notices Zoc standing there, and she says, "Do my eyes deceive me? Is that Zoc Thigh?" And he looks at her, and he says, "Yes, it is me, is Uluk here?" And she calls out for Uluk to walk out, and he does, and he immediately sees Zoc and looks at him and says, "Brother, what are you doing here? Did you not set off with your tribe to make camps elsewhere and start your own village?" And Zoc looks at him in a kind of disappointing look and says, "Yes, but upon meeting these travelers, we were struck down, and I did suffer the loss from them, and surrendered." And Uluk Thai just shakes his head and kind of sheds a tear a little bit, and he says, "Then you know what we must do. Follow me out back, and we'll get this done." And they both walk out the front door and head behind the Lion Shield Coster. Do you guys want to go outside and see what happens?
I do.
I do.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
I hate this.
So,
I'm going out.
as you guys go outside, it's now storming relatively. There's light rain falling, and the sun has started to set. You walk around back, and you see Uluk and Zoc stand there, and they embrace each other, but they don't hug. They do the little handshake where they grab each other's forearm and put an arm around each other, and then Zoc goes down to his knees and puts his head out, and Uluk Thai grabs his battle axe and lifts it up into the sky.
Wait. Narmile runs up and asks, "Is there anything that we can
"There's nothing you can do to stop our traditions. This is just how it must be," he says.
do? There's no other way to make him live?"
"There's nothing that you could do. If he is to have honor in his death, then this is the only way."
Alright, she steps back in defeat and sheds a little tear.
And Uluk Thai, as he has this great axe behind him, starts to genuinely cry, and he swings the axe forward and slams it down right on the neck of Zoc, and his head lops off.
Oh.
And he looks at you guys and says, "You did not have to watch. Our orc traditions might be sore on the eyes for some, but this is what must have been done."
As a soldier myself, this is the hour and I must wish to honor your tradition and honor them as
And he kind of like wipes the tears from his eyes a little bit, and he asks you guys, "Please leave me now as I take my brother to his burial."
Let's go, everyone. Slowly standing up.
And he walks off with the body and head of Saltgang².
I guess we now push back all the way to the boys. That's
Right? You go back into the armory, and as Lenine sees you guys walk back in, she asks, "So it's done, is it?"
head cleaned off. He's going now to go bury him now.
Yes, the orcs are quite barbaric in their traditions, but you must respect it in a way. And she's gonna ask you guys, so you came back, I assume you guys received some gold for your quest.
Aye, that we did.
Now, what would you like to buy?
Now, I am looking for a staff, something at least a little better than the one I am currently carrying.
So she looks at you and she says, "You being a mage of sorts here, are you looking for something in case your petty magic fails?"
I wouldn't exactly call it petty, but yes, it's the case of I'm put in the predicament where I cannot use my magic, and hand to hand, any weapon is needed. I would like to have it on me.
He notices that you have the quarterstaff like tucked onto into your back, and she says, I don't have much for you besides another quarterstaff if you would like that."
My goodness. Okay, so I can also, let's see, I can also use a crossbow. Do you have a crossbow?
"I do have a crossbow," she says, and she asks if you're looking for one that small version that you can use with just one hand, or a heavy crossbow that requires two-handed.
How much would both be?
The hand crossbow is 75 gold, and the two-handed is 50 gold. She overhears you say you don't have enough gold for that, and she says, "Fuck off then."
I'll let them go to the ladies.
You'll let them go to me?
I'll let them go to them.
So, what was the cheaper one again?
The two-handed heavy crossbow.
I'll take that then. What, that was 15?
Yep.
Amar, do you have 25 gold?
I got 25 gold. I got plenty of gold, man.
No,
Yes, sir.
Okay, Malthos minus 25 gold. Plus nothing, except respect from Arkin. Okay, would anybody else like to do any shopping?
Yes.
What would you like? She does not have anything that you asked for before. It's the same exact inventory.
I don't have no sword. Do you have a rapier?
I do have a rapier. Is that what you seek? That is 25 gold.
Well, I'll grab that. And do you have any type of one-handed axe?
A hand axe? Are you looking for like a throwing axe or something that you can just... Okay. Let's see. So she walks around the store for a second, and the only thing she can find is a two-handed great axe. Because this is all I have. You would take the great axe? Okay, so you want a rapier and great axe, that is minus. I'm gonna say that will be 55 gold, but since you're buying 2 items, I'll drop it down to 40 for you.
Appreciate it. I'll take it.
Okay?
Well, I got the independent crossbow, right?
Yes. You can add that to your inventory on
That's
Beyond.
fine, right?
Does it come with
Yes.
bolts, or I have to buy the bolts?
You have to buy the bolts.
God!
Yeah, you do. I might. What do you have? A crossbow?
Yes. It's 20 bolts for 1 GP.
Yeah, I only have 20 I have 20 bolts.
She said,
How
I
much gold
don't,
do you have?
I need not squabble with your petty trades if you don't have anything else to buy when we are done here.
Lean, lend me a gold. 1 gold so I
Said
can
there
get
was a
20
great
gold.
It is a
I mean-
great axe.
Let me see how much gold I have.
Oh, add it.
How do you add it?
Um,
We'll go over that in a second. We're almost finished.
I have 17 gold.
Am I
Give me
gonna
one.
do anything?
One?
Because isn't
Are
it
you
1
gonna-
for 20 bolts?
You guys are gonna do something before you're done. But
Is it one? How many is it for 20?
one gold
Okay.
for 20 bolts.
I give Arkin 1 gold.
Give me 20. I need 20 bolts last, please.
Okay. So, and 20 crossbow bolts. Alright, is that all the chopping you guys are doing?
Yep.
Okay. Alright. She's gonna see you off and say, "Aye, thanks for the business once again." And you guys leave. And you head back to Stonehill. And I'm gonna assume at this point it's about 9 o'clock at night. Do you guys wanna sleep for the night?
Yes.
Yeah,
At least I will.
I'm not.
Alright.
I'm gonna do.
I'm resting. That makes
I'm meditating.
a samurai never.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my meditating.
Okay. Alright.
Short rest.
The overall party takes a long rest. You guys have all your spell slots back. Your HP is back to normal. And as you sleep through the night, morning comes about, and you go back downstairs and you ask Toblin about Zadriska. He says, from the checkups Trilena, my wife, has done throughout the night, Zadriska is still, unfortunately, in an untraveling state. But she should be better soon, hopefully. As I said last time, we do respect the Dragonborn around these parts. And he's gonna look at you guys and say, do you remember the job posting at Umbridge Hill?
Yes.
About the woman that needed to be rescued from Umbridge Hill. And he is gonna say, aye. Harbin has been spreading word around town that is of utter urgence at this point, as about 3 weeks have gone by since she's been missing, and he's getting quite worried. Toblin suggests to you guys, I believe you should make haste for Umbridge Hill as soon as possible.
Ivory agrees.
I think I'm gonna step out of the session here. Just pretend that Theron's still in
Yeah,
town.
you're fine.
Still in,
We're wrapping up right now.
still in town and just being friendly with the Linene.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you guys are all agreeing to go to Umbridge Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you depart for Umbridge Hill. It's a quick walk over there. Takes about an hour. I did not think we were going to get to this point, as I believed combat was going to take longer, so I don't have the map ready yet. But
We can come back to it next week, probably.
yeah, I'm just going to get you guys into it. This is quite the situation. So as you approach Umbridge Hill, I'm gonna read this out. This is a description from me. Built on the slope of Umbridge Hill is an old stone windmill surrounded by an iron fence. You see a large winged monster with a spiky tail is trying to knock down the windmill's front door. A woman appears in the second floor window, waves at you and yells, "A little help!" And that is where we will end off. And next week, you guys will have some decisions to make about how you want to approach this situation.
Holy shit.
So you approached Umbridge Hill, and I'll just read this back one more time. Built on the slope of Umbridge Hill is an old stone windmill surrounded by an iron fence, and you notice a large winged monster with a spiky tail is trying to knock down the windmill's front door. A woman appears in the second floor window, waves at you, and yells, "Little help!" And that is where we will end the session for tonight.
Zero problem.
That's your problem? And so that will end it. I will pick you guys up back there. You'll be on that map next week. We'll shoot for the same time. You can close the game now.
Fucking Hachiro.
Hachiro is so funny. He's
So what
funny.
you guys see at the front of the windmill is this creature.
Oh my god,
Goddamn
Chimera!
Link.
Oh my god!
Holy shit.
I love chimeras.
Yeah, holy
I'm gonna
shit.
fight this fucking
So-
mustache father.
That is what you guys see. I'm gonna post this. Due to last session and some, honestly, I lost the file of notes that I had on inventory, so you guys can just get a pass for last session. But this is the notes I have for inventory that was lost. Whoever got the sending stones, please add those to your inventory as well. And make your changes. Don't forget about the 15 gold that you received from the quest, and then please make those changes on your D&D Beyond sheets. You can inventory is really simple with that, so if you need any help, just shoot me a DM. But other than that, that is all we have for this week. Next week you guys will have some decisions to make about this creature and what to do.
Dude, funny enough, I was actually doing research about chimeras for class earlier, so funny coincidence.
Yeah, it's if somebody has a second, give me a before we end, give me a perception roll on here. Actually, I'll hold on.
Ooh, perception?
I don't know. Yeah,
I can just
if
an
any of you-
individual. I can just do a roll individually on my sheet. Hold on.
Yeah, just give me a perception roll and tell me.
17.
What it is. 17. So you tap into the knowledge that you have, and from what you've experienced before, being a druid as well, you have knowledge of creatures such as this. You recognize that it is a manticore.
Oh, it's a manticore. Oh, yeah, that's similar.
Yes.
To
It is very
Yeah.
similar to a chimera, yes.
well, that's the Persian version of a chimera, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you have encountered a manticore for next week. But alright, with that, we'll close it out. Great job.
God, I've had Elder Scrolls music playing this entire time.
Yeah, it has been.
Literally, I have fucking Morrowind music playing.
But that
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'll be sure to send you the soundtrack for RuneScape for next week, I guess.
for sure, for sure. But that's it. I will head out. Great job. I'll be posting some thoughts here in a minute.
So I'm gonna send you backstory probably today.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can I see the backstory too?
No rush.
I am enjoying the conflicting morals that have been ensued today.
Good. Well, alright. Thank you guys for playing, and thank you for the time. It's been very fun.
Yeah.
No problem. I will see you guys next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Boys, we go to Salt. Let's go.
Third.
Roll out.
Where's Salt? Oh,
You
it's
feel
over
like
here.
what a movie in here, I'm lazy.
Just scroll down.
I'm in my bed right now.
Just scroll down. Can I move you? No, I can't. Bro, just scroll down.
He got me, bro. He got me. You're telling me. Yeah, hey, man.
Oh my. Oh, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't even move you down.
Yeah, go to Salt. Why are you
Amari's like, oh, tell him to move me down. He's too lazy.
your ass down there.
Bro, I'm in a bad baby. Can't do it. Like,
But yeah, you know,
Well-
might go to see your backstory as well.
What's up?
Might go to see your character backstory as well.
I can send it to you. I'll send it to you. I'm still working on it. Oh, heard. Okay.